Welcome back, fellow scribes. It's time to get into this exploration age, and I did notice something. You'll see it on the other video. Obviously, this is back-to-back, so that's why I didn't say anything. But sadly, if we go into our options here, wrong thing. That is the wrong thing. Advanced options. There we go. I did accidentally keep age length to standard. So, yeah, these age lengths will be faster. Normally I do long. So, that explains why some things happened. But hey, let's take a look here. We're not terrible. We're not terrible. Could use some work. I think we still got the culture in us. So let's go ahead and do what we have. The mementos for a scientific attribute point. I don't really think we need the building. I'm going to go for tech masteries because we're going to kind of need to get into some of those. Really do some things. All right, Ostia's looking really good on resources, I must say. It's a shame that, oh, well, Aquila could come out here. That is a nice 4, but we probably won't do that. Actually, it's a 5 if we do science. But we got a nice 4 right here we can work with if we still want to, which we might. Or we can crush that. Speaking of which, that's actually something I will go into, is what does it mean to overbuild and why? All right, Pyramid of the Sun, Anchor Watt, good for them. All right, let's choose our dedications. All right, so we only acquired 2 of the stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and take those 2. And now we have a extra. What do we want? We can get more science at the cost of our culture. We can start with an extra policy slot. We can get some merchants, get some settlers. We have some options available. All look pretty good. I actually think 2 free settlers this time might not be bad. Starting with an extra policy slot wouldn't be bad either. Let's view the map. First off, Aquila will be a city because we already got it set up that way. Ostia, we can definitely get rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. We got a nice 4 here. That will stay forever. We got a 3 out here, so we'll crush. Oh, there's a 3 right here that we could keep. Ooh, okay, yeah, Ostia's looking really good. Really good. All right, I'm loving that. Oh, and since we put our fishing key here, we actually have some decent gold tiles we can work with. Ooh, shame that Wales is out there, but so be it. These are going to be really good. Yeah, Ostia will definitely be a city. This adjacency is just too good to pass up. All right, sorry. Let's get into things. All right, so we're currently at 8 of 8. We could get 2 settlers. It's going to take some time. Personally, I want to get them all the way out here. There's my cog. I should have another cog somewhere, I would think. Okay, they only changed my 1 boat. All right, that's unfortunate. Let me get over here. Let's get off to the distance. You need to go that way anyway. We're going to set you back to alert. You don't need to do anything. All right, good. Some of these I might grow or keep, depending. Narbo Martius will probably set up as a fort town, I think. Needs to get some buildings in it, of course. We do need to get those elephants online. So it's going to be a while until we send our people out. So actually, we'll go ahead and take those 2 settlers. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The merchants would also be pretty good, but I don't really think we can get the merchants rather easily. So let's grab 2 settlers, I think, unless there's anything else. The extra policy slot would be nice, but it's not really necessary. So yeah, let's get Aquila back online. Let's confirm this. Boom, we're okay. Wonderful, we've got piety unlocked because we accomplished that. All right, we got our 2 people. Let's go ahead and get these guys all the way out here. Yeah, let's get them moving, shall we? I'll just put you 1 under, basically the same distance. Works for me. I don't know why they're going separate ways. I don't really care. Oh, I did forget to buy Ostia first, so this is going to cost us some money. We're going to have to wait a little bit on that, is what it is. All right, so these 2 are ready to rip. We sadly do not have the observatory unlocked yet. We'll have to research that. So, to get into those things, we're going to be a little behind. Which means how do we want to build our stuff up? We could go straight into the temples, which honestly is probably what we should do. So let's take a look at a temple here. We can go here. We can come out here. And honestly, coming out here is not a bad idea. Because if we do that, we can immediately start getting some culture off of our unique quarter from this. And actually, this looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll put something else in there. So we're going to go here because we don't have to overbuild anything yet because this is an open quarter. So we'll just get some straight up happiness off of that. Now we do want to look at some, let's see, we got some saw pit action, which I am willing to do actually. Is there a specialist in here? That's another thing to check. No specialists. Okay, we're good there. I don't know if I can come out here. Let me check. Okay, I don't know if I really can build that or not. We're going to have to see if I can acquire that. All right, for now, let's see, a stone cutter, definitely going to want that right here. Plug that in. And a saw pit, in my opinion, Oh, we could come out here and start moving more towards a production area if we wish. Actually, I am okay with that. We will go ahead and put a... Well, hold up. This is going to be a 2. Okay, so this is a 4. Okay, that's a 4 as well. Okay, so yeah, we're keeping this area. So that's a 4. It'll turn into a 3. This will turn into a 2, which means... Now, I'm thinking way ahead. I'm thinking way ahead here, like next stage. All right, I definitely want a science building over here. If I can acquire that, I should be able to. It would be a great observatory section. Yeah, I do want that. Okay, I'll lose... Actually, both of the... Yeah, okay, so we'll definitely want... Yeah, I got it set up. Okay. So that's good to go. Let's get Roma building right now. Luckily, it has a lot less to deal with than Aquila. Both a blessing and a curse there. All right, let's start with a stonecutter because that's really going to up our production immensely. Now, the question is, where do we want to put it? That is a good question. Let's see here. Ideally, we could go here and start pushing our gold buildings further this way because they only have a 1 adjacency anyway. So I do kind of like that option, so we will do that. So we're going to put the stonecutter there. We do want a temple, of course, which I think we'll just replace our altar with. We'll just keep this as is because Roma is just going to build up so quickly. I mean, look, it's doing 1 turn. This is crazy. All right, so let's get into the resource allocation here. Ruin, Roma, we're going to drop this and do something else. Gades, okay, well, first off, Ostia, get that out of there. All right, any production that is in our towns, we're getting rid of. All right, 3-2, 4-2. Okay, well, Ravenna, Ostia, and Gades. Okay, yeah, we'll leave these turtles, or not turtles. Goodness, the crabs where there are. All right, so first off, 2 slots. Let's make that 4. And we could kind of move this stuff around a bit. For now, let's see, we're looking at 24 food in Roma. This is also building units faster. Roma is going to come online much quicker. And I do want missionaries, so we are going to snag that. Okay, so we've acquired that. Now we do want to get some production going. Ruin and Roma are both at 41. That's actually pretty good. So let's start with the happiness and production. Put some into Ruin here. Put one into Roma. 44. And now let's do production in gold. All right, that brings us to 47, 49. Obviously, we'll get a little extra in Roma if we want. Actually, we could do... Let me put another camel in. Might as well place them. All right, 47 and 49. We'll finish off this production here. Actually, no. I'm going to move that around a bit. Let's take some pearls. Let's get some more happiness going. And we'll get a culture boost as well. All right, those look pretty good. Normally, I'm all for production, which I still am. But I am going to go ahead and throw this into, like, Narbo Martius, Patavium. Let's see, that's at 32, 36. Okay, yeah, we'll throw this into Puteoli. Reason being is we're getting culture out of these. For having them placed. In fact, I could take one of these bonuses out and put it in here to make sure we're getting the max culture as possible if we wanted to. You know what? Sure, I'm for that, actually. Also, this is giving us gold, by the way. Or it should be, anyway. 3 production. Oh, it's because I've already moved them all around, that's why. Do we want units or food? Let's go for the food. All right, there we go. So, yeah. That looks pretty good. We have everything slotted, so we're at our max input. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you do. It just depends. Now, let's take a look at this guy now. 3 turns. Maybe we go ahead and get this saw pit going first, then. 1 turn that saw pit. Yeah. That gets us moving. Plus, we can, boom, grab those wonderful elephants and slot them in. Let's drop... Yeah, we're going to drop food. Both of these are at a nice, pretty much around the same numbers. There we go, 51 and 47. I can get behind that. Definitely pretty good. We're pretty close to getting some happiness. We need a lot more, though, if we want to get our thing. We are joyous, though. That is definitely good to be. All right, now, as for our government, what are we going to be this time? We're going to do more culture. We're going to do some plutocracy. We're going to do theocracy. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Now, we already have our temples. They're getting built right now. So we could go heavy into theocracy. This is our culture area. You know, for exploration, theocracy is basically your culture government. Plutocracy, kind of the same as oligarchy in the last age. This is kind of your, hey... Actually, I would say it's a little more on the science side, honestly. It's still kind of an all-rounder. You're getting your gold, you're getting your production overbuilding, but you are getting maintenance on specialists. And then you get science off your gold buildings, science off your trade routes. So this is kind of more science-y than autocracy, oligarchy, but it's still kind of an all-rounder. If you're unsure, this is a real good bet to go with. Feudal monarchy, This is kind of more your war. Again, it kind of just switches it, though. You got some great traditions for culture if you really want to run that, but also take a look. So Marcher Lord's pretty good, and then you get some good stuff on your capital here. Yep, it's pretty good stuff in your capital. Again, this is more focused on happiness, monarchy, but you are getting a little more war. So at this stage, they're starting to become not as rigid as antiquity. Anyway, I think in our case, all this is pretty good. All this is pretty good. We could really boost our culture with this as Charlemagne if we wanted to, and we got some wonderful abilities if we care. I think we want to go theocracy, though. I want to grab these relics. I want to get a bunch of those. I want to get food and happiness in my towns, get gold and influence. Yeah, like, I want to follow my religion. That's my goal. So we're going to go with theocracy, because we already have piety unlocked. So we're already, not yet, but we're pretty much going to build our temples immediately. So, pretty quick stuff. All right, so let's get in here. Sadly, we're 5 turns. I don't like that. So we are immediately going to go for astronomy. Immediately. I want to increase my science exponentially as soon as possible, because we need that. Now, as for our culture, we're looking pretty solid. We can go ahead and kind of move on. I'm probably going to go up towards society. I am a Grand Bazaar guy. I love Grand Bazaar, but let's take a look here. Ooh, okay, Grand Bazaar is actually kind of... We should shoot for that. So at the risk of losing House of Wisdom, we will do economics. I want to get Grand Bazaar because we're getting 2 resource capacity, 3 gold on Homeland Treasure. We have a ton of Homeland Treasure. I mean, I'm not even going to count it all, but look, Ostia alone is rocking it. So we want that. All right, we have an extra tradition or policy slot because of Wei Yang Palace. So how do we want to do this? I say we can up our capital production immediately. We can get more culture and food in our towns. Let's definitely grab that. We don't have any... The one downside is, even though we have culture buildings, they are outdated now. So they do not work for this. This only works for current buildings. So that's going to take time. Also weird that it says gain the bulwark promotion for like that. Why is that in the... Do I have to have that slotted when I make a commander? That's kind of odd. Anyway, this is kind of where we're at. I say we go for this one. We go for this one. We're not really going to build military units, so we don't really need to worry about that right this second. Now, we could push our wonder happiness because we do have wonders, or we can go in here. And I think we should go in. We can get... We're up to 8, so that's a total of an extra 16 gold in all of our settlements on top of what we're already making if we want to go for the food route, which I think might be the way to go. Overbuilding is also a great ability, so between the two, I kind of do want to grow quickly, or build quickly, so let's actually do the overbuild, and let's confirm this in. Wonderful, so now Ruin should be making a ton of production. 58, that doesn't seem right. Should be higher than that. Oh, okay, I guess they are. Fair enough. Okay, well, there we go. We could have been getting some happiness, but I think this works out well. Trade opportunity, where are we at? To Solly, okay. Command some units. Oh, we do have a swordsman. Well, let's go ahead and get that swordsman out, I guess. Move you up 1, up 1. I think that's pretty good. Let's get everybody building fortifications. You're going to alert, and you're going to alert. All right, we got the... Oh, we do have an extra cog. Okay, good. Let's explore this way with the cog. You are going to try to auto-explore as best you can. And you are going to make... Okay, we got some horses. I don't really think we're too worried here. I'm going to go ahead and put a Chevalier there. And... I'll put a Chevalier here, I guess. Get the rest building. That should be fine. We're not really doing much in here. All right, we got like 10 turns on... Oh, 20, 35, 18, 16. Okay. Yeah, these are starting to, you know, stagnate a little bit. So we're going to have to start changing them up instead of what we did. Abalessa, I will go ahead and start befriending that. That's definitely a good people to have. Anything else? Hatusa would have been great, but that got incorporated. There's this. Ooh, Murah Jambi. Let's go ahead and befriend them as well. Definitely a good use of our time. All right, you're up here. Let's go ahead and auto-explore this guy. Oh, there's Roskilde. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, I think we're pretty much ready to rip. So let's go. And then I'll kind of explain overbuilding a bit more once we have the buildings that are being overbuilt. Right now we don't have anything, so... Oh, do we still have a guy? Oh, it's our next turn. Let's get these built in real quick. Beautiful. All right, go out here. Okay, we can kind of hop that. Yeah, our turns are going to go rather quick. We've already met someone. Looks like it is Himiko playing Hawaii. Your coming was foretold. Well, let's try to be friendly with her, I guess. All right, we do want to actually boost ourselves, but before we do, let's back out. Where did we see her? She's right there. Okay, so Distant Lands is pretty close. Oh, we're already in a celebration? Fantastic. Well, this is useless right now because we have no relics. But hey, I get a free relic right now, and culture and happiness on displayed relic. Boom, boom. Already got a relic. In fact, we could put this in and double down on it. We could. Oh, it has to be in joyous settlements. Ah, that is very key. That's very key right there. You want to read the fine print. All right, well, anyway. Also, this is a tradition. We need a policy. Well, if we're going to put policies in, let's get some gold. Should jump us 16, so what, 132? Hey, I can math. Haha. All right, moving on. Let's hop across the pond here, see what we got. Now, before we hit next turn, we're already at 427 here. We're about to get an altar, or I mean a temple. Speaking of which, I should have explained that. This is being overbuilt of our altar. Now, with my altar, I had it in the city center. That's usually where I put my altars. That's just me. But basically what you do for an overbuild is you want to focus on adjacency. So, yeah, actually, let's take a look at this bazaar for a fine example. All right, let's pull this up. Adjacency is navigable rivers, coastals, and wonders. Really just look at the top two. Wonders always give adjacency to anything, so that's that. So let's take a look where this bazaar can go. All right, so we can go right here and get one adjacency. All right, that's nice. Or we can go here and get one adjacency. Both of these are viable. Now, of course, you're going to see some numbers here like 14 and 10 and 8. So what's our base? Our base is 6. So then why is this showing 9? Actually, is a good question. I don't know why that's showing 9. It shouldn't be showing 9. We only have one adjacency, so I think that's reading wrong. You might... Okay, I know what it is. We're probably getting gold back because of the garden, because we'll be crushing that building that's not being used anymore. So we'll save money on that, plus the stone cutter doesn't cost money, so that's probably why that is. Either way, back at it. So when we're overbuilding, we want to see adjacencies. We want to see where are we putting something and why. So I want to put my gold buildings towards navigables and coastals first, instead of just wonders. Because true, I can come over here and get the same adjacency, but it is pointless to overbuild my culture and happiness buildings with a gold building if they are in the right spot. Because if I put this here, this is actually a detriment to me. I only get one gold adjacency, and I also hurt my unique quarter, because my unique quarter gets bonuses from culture and happiness buildings near it. So a gold building right here, terrible choice. Terrible choice. We don't want to do that. So we're not going to. We would put it over here, somewhere along the line. By the way, I am going to put it right here. I'm disregarding that number. So you want to see where the adjacencies are and why. Like over here, we got our science quarter. It's a really good quarter. But let's take a look. What's going on here? If I put a culture building here, it only gets 2 adjacency because there's 2 wonders here. But if I overbuild with a science or production building, I'm getting 4 adjacency, which is amazing. So that's why we would rather put our production and science buildings where we had them if they're in a good spot. If you just had to branch, then you'd do something else. Like a fine example, I'm trying to see if I have one here. Like say, let's just say this T doesn't exist, okay? So say this was a double, right? And over here's a triple. Well, then we would overbuild this library with just some warehouse buildings and then get out here to this triple and put a new library or whatever there or over here. So it all depends on adjacency. You know, where are our new adjacencies at? Speaking of which, I almost have enough to get this ball rolling, which would be lovely. Also, these productions are good. Oh, they're so good. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and buy this saw pit real fast and just sneak that in real quick. Looks good. Yeah, you know what? Right here. Looks pretty good. Fantastic. All right. So we got ourselves... let's actually get back into the game here. So we got ourselves a relic. Only place we can put it is the palace. We're about to get some temples online. Looks like Roma's going to be our religious capital. And kind of funny, because you guys already know which religion I'm picking. So, yeah, that works out pretty well. All right, let's continue on. Oh, we entered a celebration. That's right. We got ourselves some chevaliers to move around. We'll bring one up here, and we'll bring one over here, kind of keeping us well protected. Might want to keep some in Hattusa, or in Ruin because of Hattusa, but anyway, next turn. Let's move on. Yeah, I'll explain overbuilding again. You probably don't want me to, but I'll explain it a little more once we have other buildings that kind of show what I'm talking about a bit better. But I think you guys got the gist so far. Yes, Catholic. Not just any Catholic, Roma. So we're Roman Catholic. All right. All right, what relics are we picking? We got to pick some good relics because we want a lot of those. We could go into getting them from capitals. That wouldn't be too difficult for us because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people So that's already 10 relics just on our continent alone. I think that'd be the way to go. Everybody was building wonders, but I hate searching. Okay, I do. I hate searching. Getting one relic at a time, that could be handy, but you have to... You're betting on the AI building up, which I'm not saying they don't do, but you're not going to get as much as... Like, you might. You might. Relics for converting your own cities. This is very specific. Are you going to build a lot of cities for yourself? We're not, so we don't need this. 3 specialists. Now that's... I thought this was good, and it can be, but you have to see if people are doing specialist runs. So that kind of iffy on that one, too. All right. Relics, not bad. Holy cities. Again, everybody gets a holy city. So basically, Anitya is kind of the same as doing a capital. You know, it's just... Which one did you grab? That kind of thing. So looking at this here, I'm more of the capital guy. City-states would be cool, but again, you have to make sure there's city-states on the map. And a few have been either knocked out or incorporated. So I like to do the sure thing. Nobody's really going to knock themselves out of the game anytime soon, so we got that. All right, let's get this added belief. Do we want science? Do we want culture? What do we want? All right, we could go for happiness. We could even come down here and boost our production or food if we want to. We can even get happiness adjacency from the temple, which is, that's okay. It can be pretty handy. Actually, it does stay for the next stage, too. But once you overbuild your temple, you lose it, of course. All right, so in all honesty, I'm feeling probably science. It's our weakest number. I mean, we could grab our culture and really push it. I mean, we can do that. But I'm thinking we just go with each settlement, we get 4 science. We kind of need to boost our science a little bit to, you know, really get into this contesting. It's our weakest link. All right, kind of looking at this, I'm going to go here. And, you know, I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm going to bring these guys over here just in case. All right, so we have a new civic tree, the theology tree. That's great. Good for us. Hooray. Huzzah. All right, Ostia's at 475 next turn. Okay, yeah, we could do that. We can do that. I probably will. 100. Ostia just has too many adjacencies not to mess with. All right, there's Grand Bazaar. There's Maritime Law. We don't really need Maritime Law. I'm not building naval units. Don't really care that much either. All right, narrative choice. Hey, 125 gold. That'd be pretty handy. All right, let's come into Ostia and get it building up. We are going to make this into a city. Boom. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a stone cutter. Definitely want to get that going. Now, production-wise, you know what? We come out here. I got a nice 3 if I have to deal with it. Even if I don't have a nice 3, I can throw a culture building here if I want to. I could throw it here too, but... Yeah, let's just go there. Where is... Oh, did I put a granary in it? Oh, that's why. All right, we'll start with a stone cutter. I do want to get a bazaar running first because look at this adjacency. Definitely want that. We'll do the temple last, and we'll just replace the altar just because sometimes we... Oh, I get a migrant? Don't mind if I do. That's a big boost to ourselves. I'm going to take the happiness on the Colosseum right now. A little extra happiness. Let me go back to our capital. With migrants, you have to click on them the turn you get them, otherwise you won't use them until next turn. So just keep that in mind. We could get some pearls to slot if we want. Ah, perfect. I'm going to steal this. We're gonna crush that, but I need that tile for ruin. It is useless to Roma because Roma can't even get into there until this incense is gone, and I'm not building all the way out over there. That's just dumb. All right, so choose our next civic. I'm going to go back up to inspiration. We're going up to society. All right, I just wanted to do a mainstay for economics. In fact, we are going for Grand Bazaar right now. Okay, can I build out to here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can. And I do want this tile if I can get it. That is my capital, right? Okay, yeah, palace. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to try to get this tile, if at all possible, in here. Because, look, again, we're cut off. So it's great adjacency, but it can only be used by ruin. Of course, we build up over here, but I'm going to go here. Also, it makes a nice culture tile work even better. So let's try to get Grand Bazaar. Really work on that. All right. We could also... All right. We're fully stopped here. I'm not going to, but we could put our fishing key stuff here. And we could build over here. Oh, no, we couldn't. That's too far. Now I'm just getting greedy. All right. We're going to focus on Grand Bazaar first. Watsiang Thong. Okay, we do have some spots. I don't really care. Might do it in the capital, or the old capital. Where can we put Watt in here, huh? Ah, there is some good... Oh, this is exactly where I want Watt. There's a reason for that. Yeah, put that down there. In fact, I'm going to build Watt right now. All right, we will build that bazaar later. Yeah, let's get this switched around. Ooh, a 2-3. That's actually great. So the reason I want Watt here is I'm only getting 1 adjacency to my gold buildings right here. If I put Watt in here, I will finally have a double, which will be better than 1, obviously. All right, Ostia, you're up and running. 40 production. I really can't offer you much more, so I can steal from someone, or I can just give you some food. I'm going to give you some food for now. I could rework this if I really wanted to, and I'm not opposed to it, but we're going to kind of keep all of our slots slotted. So let's try to get Watt. Let's try to get Grand Bazaar. I am worried that we might miss out. All right, yeah, there we go. There we go. I don't really expect Hatshepsut to fight us, but you never know. Speaking of fights, let me get into Narbo Martius. See if we can buy a merchant. There we go. Can we get another merchant in Puteoli? We can. Great. And we need to start building these guys up with infrastructure. I 100% believe that. Okay, well, good. We found some distant land stuff. That's more for Hatshepsut than it is for me, but it is viable. I'd rather come over here and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, we gotta... Oh, there is a short jump right there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you're fine doing that. Where's my other guy? Oh, you're here? That's 7 turns. That's 6 turns. Okay, did you switch your... Okay, good. Yeah, this will be great. We'll have some variation. Also, we don't have the settlement limit for it anyway, but it is nice to be planning ahead. All right, let's continue on. I don't like seeing all this red. I'm waiting for the settler thing to move. All right, good. We have unlocked Observatory, Serpent Mound, and our fleet commanders. Sadly, we were behind on that. We are competing Wonder. Is it what I think it is? It's Grand Bazaar, isn't it? It is Grand Bazaar. He's going for it. So are we. Good chance he might beat us to it. Ours looks a little more done, but that doesn't really mean much, does it? Nope, does not. All right, let's try to get these crabs online. Try to get some more stuff rolling. I do want cartography. We'll go ahead and plug that in because our civilian units are getting nearby. All right, we're going to start spreading out a little bit. All right, let's send you off to a set. It'll be pretty quick. Oh, apparently I can just activate you now. Perfect. Wonderful. Before we do that, let's work on our other guy. All right, interest. Okay, I see. Not that. There we go. Yes, get me to Parsa. Let's try to work with the people near us first. All right, resource allocation. What do we have? Okay, we do have some crabs, so actually we can take this food out, and let's grab... Oh, I guess any of these work, really. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. Throw this in Ostia. We'll throw the crabs into here. Okay, good. Any other productions we can work with? Not exactly, although we could increase our percentages of culture or well, not science. It's incense now, so it'd be producing units. Aroma, it really wouldn't matter right now. It does have 35... Okay, I know what we'll do. We're going to drop this. We're going to grab this. There we go. A little extra culture. All right, so let's see how his Grand Bazaar comes up. Okay, so he's now to there. We'll see how ours looks compared. All right. Okay, how's our... Okay, we are looking... All right, he's got 1. I've got 2. I got a bit more done. Is there a way to increase production in Ruin? Really not a whole lot. Our only option would be putting in a harbor, but that's 1 production. Luckily, we have all the cards and we can get in right now that are really going to help. So let's leave that be. Friedrich's not happy because I have the smallest number of military units? Really? I thought I had quite a few. Oh, he dislikes me for trade routes. She dislikes me for wonders. Okay, I'm glad everybody's disliking me. I really don't give a rip. We got more resources. All right, production. Ruin. Oh, I guess I could throw more production into Ruin if I wanted to. I don't really think that's going to change much, honestly. I am going to drop this pearl, though, and grab this cotton. That's about all we can do, really. I mean, I know I could squeeze a little more production, but I don't really think that's going to change much of anything, really. At least I don't think so. Ooh, all right, we're starting to see people. We're not going to hit next turn. I actually want to get into Gades here. Okay, that stuff's fine. Let me get over to Ravenna. Okay, not much going on there. Tavium, how we looking? We could get a harbor and a brickyard. Let's grab one of these first. Okay, we can get both. Fantastic. Yeah, let's up our gold input because these are towns, so we are going to get gold out of that. All right, so how are we looking on Bazaar now? Okay, I hate being pulled away from it. All right, rough seas, not great. Not great. Let's move up 1. Let's see if Himiko's willing to open those borders for us. She might be. She accepts. Fantastic. Let's get through here and start seeing stuff. Nagoya, okay. Yeah, looks like we want to cross this way. Oh, I might have forgot. Oh, I forgot to do the scribe damage on him, too. Man, I forgot to do a lot of things on this. All right, so we're almost done with Bazaar, and he... Okay, he's like a good whole turn behind. So unless someone else snipes it, I should have it. And then Watt's coming along pretty good, so that's looking great. So One of the reasons we want Watt is because we get 200 gold every time we obtain a great work. Doesn't matter how we obtain it, just obtaining it in general gets us money. That's big. All right, hopefully we can get Grand Bazaar so we can get money on all these resources. That's what I'm really hoping for, to really kind of snowball us into using money to really, you know, pick ourselves up here. Speaking of picking ourselves up, let's get a nice saw pit down somewhere. I'm going to make this an urban center, I can already tell. These are already looking real good, which means sadly we will be crushing a great forest tile, but we can just make another one, because look, there's one right here. Look at that, another forest. Great. Okay, so are we getting Grand Bazaar? Please tell me yes. I'm going to be, oh, please tell me. Please, please. I don't care about this boat. I don't care about the boat. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Grand Bazaar has been acquired. We take the Golden Road to Samarkand, okay? We do this every time. To be fair, I build this wonder as often as I can. It's a case-by-case basis, but there is so much gold. So much gold. I mean, let's take a look at how much gold we're making now. 184. Okay, it's not that big, but it's pretty... I mean, look at these yields now, okay? Look at these yields. Like, come on. Is it 3 gold on... It is literally 3 gold on all of my homelands. Treasure resources. Why would I not do that? All right, so we got city state bonus for Mara Jambi. So this is only on floodplains, so I don't like that already. I'm very particular about unique improvements. I get real annoyed. I wish I could see where my floodplains were. You know, I wish I could check this. Anyway, don't care. Resources, sure, that's fine. But we're going to grab this settlement limit. We will have plenty, by the way, throughout the tree. But hey, it doesn't hurt to get extra. Now, I just saw what I like. I love these. Company post. Oh, yeah. 4 gold. Food and production in distant lands. And 2 gold if there's at least 1 resource assigned to this settlement. This is fire. So is Spice. Spice isn't bad, but I definitely like the company post. Company post is great. All right, so we're going for society. Let's get in there. Heading for society. Let's go ahead and get another free relic, huh? And we get another culture and happiness on it. Plus we get a nice sign of policy. Do we want to do wonders? Let me check. Is there any other wonders to build? Oh, we do have Halakaway and Serpent Mound. Roma will be building those, so most likely. Oh, I can build Halakaway in here? I didn't think about that. I mean... I don't really care where I build. Ooh, dang it. My science building's there. Oh, but this is my gold building. That's a gold building, right? Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we'll build Halakaway there. That's a great idea. Okay, yeah, let me get that policy plugged in. Yeah, we'll get 10%, and we're getting 2 culture on all of our great works. So there we go. It's still 3 turns, but pretty good stuff. Oh, and we entered a celebration, so we have more guys. Crap. You have a small military. No, I don't. I don't think you know my game, Friedrich. I don't think you know my game. We do have surplus influence. I'm going to mess with that very shortly. Yes, Grand Bazaar gave us more slots, so let's actually grab more happiness. I'm going to grab some happiness right now. We'll switch it around later. This 100% is pretty good, but actually, let's take a look. How much does it take to build a missionary? 1 turn. That basically means nothing to me then. Actually, how much does it take to buy one? That's the real question. It's expensive. That's expensive. All right, so you could only build... Oh, I could go Serpent Mound. Serpent Mound's great if you have unique improvements. So, just so you know on that. All right, moving on. Let's keep going around here. Okay, Nagoya looking great. We're going to lose this boat, by the way. Oh, we might not lose the boat. All right, so we're up to... Wrong thing. All right, so we're up to 2 relics now. And, yeah, let me check those dedications. So we need 20 relics if we want to keep our founder belief. Try to build 6 Exploration Age wonders. We're kind of working towards that pretty well. Wonders for innovation would be great. That means House of Wisdom and Zedidal. I don't know if we'll be able to get those, but we can try. If we get this, we unlock natural history and we can put great work slots and happiness buildings. That'd be great. So yeah, we're just going to roll off of this and see how it goes. If I do a trade oil with every leader, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't know if I'd be able to, though, but we can try. Fortifications, we probably will be doing that. Well, we'll be doing that regardless because Charlemagne loves fortifications. He loves fortifications. Someone finally founded another religion. 2 people did. All right, we've got Watt, so let the rain fall according to season and let the frogs cry out in the fields. Legend of the Toad King. There we go. Beauty. All right, so what do we got here? Let's acquire some production, I believe. I do want to get that iron. It's not a big deal, but be nice to have. Do I want Serpent's Mound? Let me check. Not particularly. At least not in Roma. Yeah, Roma's not really on the whole, what do I want to say? Unique improvements train. So let's finish our bazaar. And then after our bazaar, let's do our observatory. Now, we could overbuild our library. We could. Or we can just go ahead and place it down. Well, this is a 3 and this is a 4, isn't it? Well, that is true. Oh, we got a 3 over here, too. So it's a question of what do I want to do? Do I want to overbuild my library later? Am I even going to get a university? I think I can at least get a university. Because right now this has a base yield of 4, right? Okay, yeah, base yield of 4 is what we're dealing with. Really, it's 3 because the library is only worth 3. There's just a wall around it, which makes it 4. So really, I'm making 3 science here, whereas the observatory... That'll get me a base of 6, and then plus the adjacencies. Now, do we have a specialist in here is the other question. We do have a specialist in both of these. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go here then. Definitely feel like that's the right call. I want to save my big yield for my big number. That's what I'm feeling. All right, let's go to our resources. Ostia. I'm just going to give you some food. 51 production's not terrible. All right, you're going somewhere. Oh, yes, just go up there and... Yeah, perfect. All right. We might make this. Fingers crossed. All right, let's just keep going along the coast here. Unfortunately, I think Himiko's pretty close. So we might not be able to settle where we want to. All right, we've made it. We're going to rest. I need to get cartography next turn, which works out immensely. We've got to where we need to go. I don't know if this guy's going to cross this. It's kind of dangerous, but we'll see. All right, so boom, rough seas. He lived. We can go across ocean. Let's get you over here. All right, so this is a 1-tile thing. I don't know if I want that. All right, so Patavium is growing. Let's acquire some more production, of course. There we go. I think Patavium's kind of done. I do kind of want to buy some things. Ooh, company posts would be pretty... Oh, wow. Pretty amazing. Now, they can't be adjacent to each other. That is something to keep in mind. So, wherever we put it, you know, it's kind of how that is. So, let's back up here. That is 4 gold. It's pretty nice. Anything else we would want to do with that? The stonecutter also equates gold, and it is a building we can work with as well. I could crush this, get another mine. Oh, that's a farm. That's not ideal. Okay. Well, I could do some science buildings out here if I wanted to. Let me see. Ostia, how are we doing here? Oh, we've got the wharf unlocked. That's actually pretty handy for us. How are we looking, by the way? All right, we're not great on... science, but we are doing fantastic in culture. We're only behind Hatshepsut a little bit. So we're doing great on the culture. Science is... Yeah, we're trying to fix that up. Once we get Halleck away, we might actually focus on a observatory here. As for buildings, machinery would be great, but we're probably going to do guilds. Yeah, we're going to do... Oh, do I want real? Not really. I do want to get castles, though. Because that gets us some lovely walls we can start building. So, do we want to do that? Let's just do machinery. Yeah, we'll just do machinery. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. All right, Roma has an extra slot. I'm going to plug in some incense, I think. Yeah, we'll just do that. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, you're just going to build a wall. These guys are just going to build walls, honestly. Fortification centrals, okay. All right, back over here. Let's get you shooting across. Let's get you across. There's Tokyo. We've ran into somebody. Oh, Miss Tubman, right. Well, we'll send you a friendly influence for now. For now. I'm not giving you research. I already know for a fact you're doing some BS. Yep, I knew it. She loves science. Speaking of science, let's help out our pal Xerxes. He deserves science. And we're going to try to butter him up a little bit. Hatshepsut doesn't like us. I wish there was a way to increase... Oh, let's try to reconcile a little bit. Yeah, let's try to reconcile with her. You know, I think we can be great allies. Ooh, I can steal some tech. I am for that, actually. We should do that. And the best person to steal it from would be Tubman. Oh, no, it would be Ashoka, 240. Yeah, let's steal a tech from him. Okay. Anybody steal government secrets from? We're kind of the highest. Next up would be Hatshepsut, so... Oh, that's going to make her hate us if she finds out. Let's hope she don't find out. Fingers crossed. Gotta love this diplomacy stuff. This diplomacy business. Alright, moving on. Refois. Okay. Oh, you know what? Skill day? I would love to befriend her skill day. Actually, let me get in here and do another... 10 turns. That's better. Go for another settlement limit. That's what I'm thinking. Question is, where am I going to settle? Good grief. Yeah, look, we're already at 16% because of this standard stuff. Ugh. Well, moving on. Let's continue. What got built? Brishwardi Temple, that's fast. Well, I think Ashoka has a bonus to that. It's the Chola. All right, we got Halleck away here. I'm actually going to look at this because it's kind of weird how it's, you know, this is hilarious. Oh, she's had a great wall right in front of me. That's funny. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. Boom. Right next to a Petra in a lake. What a beauty. Throwing them on fire. All right, Narbo Martius, we got to mess with you delicately. Just kidding. Now let's go there. Narbo, you need stuff. Gosh, do you need stuff. Good grief. So let's see. Saw pits, brickyards, stone cutters. Yep, you're getting the works. You're getting the works. Do you have a river nearby? You don't have access to it, of course. That's annoying. All right, so let's start with a brickyard. All right. That looks like a good spot. Put a brickyard, a stone cutter there. Let's get a saw pit rolling. This looks flat. Yep, I'll take it. We could do a granary. Not really sure where that would benefit us. Do I want to crush anything? How much is a granary? Is it doing a double? It's doing a triple somewhere. Oh, the sugar. Oh, and probably the cotton. Unless, oh no, you have the cotton. Let's just leave it at that for now. Leave it at that. Narbo Martius is at 13 production. I think we should go ahead. Let's do a fort town because we're actually going to get... Hold up, let me cancel. Right now we're getting 2 culture and... Oh, let me get to my policies here. 2 culture and 2 food. All right. So this 6 and 2, this should now become 8 and 4 once we make this a fort town, which we will. So let's go ahead and do a fort town, do that. So we get gold on fortified districts in this town, and we can purchase more of them. We don't have any fortifications yet, but that's fine. So now if we back out, you should have increased. You're a fort town. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. We'll move on. All right, let's get some crabs. Don't really need to place those yet. Let's go ahead and get our observatories going now. Do we want to stay where we're at? We got a 3, we got a 3, we got a 4. Honestly, I think we can keep where we're going. Honest, you know, we could crush this, but we don't have to. And the reason I'm not going to crush it is a production tile that I can work with. So that's why. I can build Serpent's Mound. Is Serpent's Mound worth it? Ooh, I can make this 3 into a 4. Ah, dang it. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I need to figure out where Serpent Mound's going. I have no idea. Ruin could build it in 5 turns. Again, not seeing the bonus here. Yeah, not really seeing it. So we're going to back out. Let's start with this lovely observatory. Look at this, an 11. There we go. That's what we were waiting on. We're going to put that in. Let's get a bazaar going over here. Plug that in. All right. And now we might put a wharf in. I haven't decided. All right, let's grow our city. We could start getting some specialists. Now, here's another reason about adjacency. We're getting 1. We're getting 1 culture and taking a 4 food, 4 happiness hit on it. That's not... that doesn't really feel good, does it? No, it doesn't. Why am I only getting a 1? Because I have a temple here, so I'm only getting a 1. However... putting this guy in is not a bad idea. We're not going to, by the way. I'm just explaining. We could put him in now, and yeah, we're only going to get the 1 culture. But this 1 culture will build quickly once we build stuff around it. But the question is, how long until we put another happiness or culture building around this to get this thing going? So that's another thing. Also, if you look here, do not put your specialists on warehouse buildings. Don't do that. Unless you have a leader or ability that gives you stuff off of that. Don't really do that, okay? Now, granted, we do have cards later that put yields on specialists, which is great, but try to keep them where you're going to have adjacencies. Like this science tile, I know I'm going to put science here probably. Oh, well, actually, maybe not. Oh, right, we're going to actually steal this. Yeah, let me steal this tile real fast. Yeah, we're building a production science out here, sorry. But, yeah, see, that's a fine example. This overbuild, we're going to overbuild this now. We've acquired the stuff we needed to make this a... Oh, this is a 6. I'm sorry. This is the best science production tile you're ever going to get. This is the best one. It is a adjacency across the board. It is surrounded. It's got 2 wonders. It's got 4. This is gas. The only reason this observatory is going over here is because I get adjacency from mountains. So this is a 5, and this will be a 6. Goated. All right, let's move on. I'm over-explaining everything. But that's probably what the name of this stuff's going to be. Over-explaining. Okay, cool. You're going to rest. Are you worth coming out here for wine? I don't really want to do that. So let's put you on a pause. Let's get you up here. All right, so unfortunately, that's looking pretty much taken. So we're going to shoot this guy forward. I think our best bet would probably be to go over here. All right, don't do that to me. No. Stay in the shallows. Stay in the shallows. That's your job. All right, Gades, what can you do for me? Yes, we do want a saw pit. We do want a saw pit. I'll take my saw pit right here. Oh, wait, a brickyard? When did I put this brickyard? Why did I put a brickyard in? Oh, I do have a mine. Oh, we're going to put this saw pit here. Fair enough. I realize what I did, and I'm fine with it. All right, so what happened here? 150 excess happiness, good for Ashoka. Ashoka's really good at that stuff. Patronage. See, this is what I was talking about. So there's 2 happiness on specialists, 1 food maintenance. 2 culture on specialists, 1 happiness maintenance. So yeah, we can add more yields to our specialists, but you want to start with the adjacencies because that's really going to really push you ahead. So that's one thing you want to really keep in mind. I think we are still overbuilding, so I'm going to leave this as is. All right, let's get into our civics. We're going to go for Society 2. We're going for House of... All right, let's get the Sokumon over here. Let's get over here. Okay, I'm really annoyed by this. Hopefully we can find a settle somewhere. So, yeah, really, I'm going to leave you be. Let me click on Roma. All right, we're building our observatory. Serpent Mound, that's whatever. Company Post, you might be building that. A wharf. Yeah, that does have some ability for me. You'll probably get behind that. It also gets me more space to put things in as well. So that is another reason a wharf is nice. All right, honestly, I think we're good. We could... I want to get the crabs from you. These 2 are going to grow one more time. Either you're getting the crabs or you are. And actually, you're going to get the... Okay, yeah, I got those figured out. You're a fort town. Puteoli, we need to get a harbor. Oh, and a granary. Yeah, so let's get that harbor in. Wonderful. Oh, that's right. We have Halakaway. So every water building gets me culture. So another boost on culture. Halakaway is a big one to take. All right, granary, though. Granary. I need to be careful with this. Yep. Let's go out here, because I can get towards these spices. There we go. And those spices, that is a woodcutter, right? Ah, it is. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, Puteoli, we're going to grow. Let's grab that. After that, might set it up for something. The rest of these are looking pretty decent. Is Gades actually attached? We are connected to 0 cities and 0 towns, so Gades should just do what it does. It'd be useless to convert that unless it's... bummer. Yeah, that's not really going to do much for me. Okay. Patavium, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Puteoli, we are going to make into an urban center. It has amazing adjacency in here. Look at this. We got a nice 4 over here and a 3 here. Definitely going to make use of that. And we got a 4 all the way out here if we could reach it, but we can't. Yeah, it's got real good stuff. So, yeah, that's looking good. That's going to be a great way to boost our yields as well. 178. Oh, dang it. Okay, Hatshepsut is up to 238 now. Yeah, we gotta get going. All right. Also, we need to spread our religion for our science. Oh, hey, guys. Why don't you leave my guy alone? All right, we had a flood. A little bit of a flooding problem. All right, there we go. Oh, don't tell me that happened, too. Don't tell me. Did I do the... everything's... Oh, hey, ocean damage stayed the same. Yay. Oh, we did keep catastrophic. Okay, so I just forgot to do that. Oh, yeah, so time-tested historical mirroring. This is kind of some Civ stuff you guys have probably seen. So mirroring, if you've noticed, each one of these guys is an exploration age Civ right now, up at the top. The reason being is I have mirroring on, so they follow what I do. So if I decide to change to an exploration Civ, they do the same. If I keep my Civ the same, they keep their Civ the same. So that's mirroring. Historical... that's where they pick their historical option to stay with. So, you know, basically, you know, she was, Hatshepsut was Egypt at the start because she's Egypt. Tubman was most likely America. I don't know what Himiko was, but she was probably Japan. Friedrich was Prussia. Ada was Great Britain. See, that's the historical thing. So, 62 culture or 62 science. I'm going to grab the science. I want to get engineering out of the way and move on with my life. All right, Serpent Mound's still kind of talking to me. I'm going to get a company post. Hey, look, I got a spot for you. Let's put that in. All right, great. We have some extra stuff. Oh, because of the flooding, right? All right, so you go here. Get you some silk, because I like the culture. Oh, everything else is good. This is 3 food. Oh, never mind. I thought I had another cotton to put in. All right, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, actually, one thing I should be building besides a company post is some missionaries. I'll just buy the company post. I'll just buy that. Get that out of the way. Boom. Yep. Give me some missionaries. We need to spread this religion. We need to get it going. Get it up and running. How is religion looking, by the way? Nobody's really spreading. I need to get spreading. I got stuff for this. All right, so let's go this way. All right. Matsue, not really helping us out, but this does kind of show what we're doing. It's not great. Yeah, you're going to run away. Roskilde should be becoming friendly in 2 turns. I'm not going to mess with that. How are we on influence? Okay, for online speed, they hate influence for some reason. That's interesting. I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to argue when my enemy is making a mistake. So, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, there's good stuff over here I wouldn't mind. I'd love to see more of this. Crud, there's a lot of good stuff over here. I just don't want to get through, I don't want to get through our guy. I really don't want to fight anybody. All right, let's move on. Start spreading religion, get more science, get more relics, do the thing. Stop. All right, there's machinery. We can get grist mills and all that fun stuff. Leave me alone. Quit hurting my guy. All right, that is 4 gold. Oh, that's beauty. All right, Puteoli, you're done. Company post. I'll put one out here. I'm fine with that. You don't have enough to do what I want you to. But I'm going to go ahead and put you as an urban center anyway. So we get science and culture for each finished area, which is not very many of them. So let's move on. We'll get those put in no time. All right, we could go for castles. We could go for guilds. I'm going to do castles. Shipbuilding would be pretty nice, but I'm focused on getting walls up because those are science I can work with. Oh, you do have a gristmill location? Yeah, you do. Sweet. I love that. I love that a lot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's get a sawmill in first. Is this my woodcutter? Yes, that's my saw pit. Good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put my sawmill here. I don't need to be, I'm not going to be in this river unless I have to be. All right, we got ourselves a guy. Let's start spreading religion. Let's get you across this way. Oh, I got kicked out of the borders. Himiko, let me in. Oh, man, if she didn't allow that, we would have been boned. We would have been screwed. All right. Oh, wait. Hey, we found Zongjiaji. Nice. And we met somebody. Yeah, we met somebody. Oh, not Napoleon. It's always Napoleon. All right. Hi, buddy. Ooh. Oh, right there. He's right there. Okay, well, cool, I guess. Thong Long. Dude, how many... He don't look like he's in a good spot. Also, I don't like the fact I made settlers now. This ticks me off. I think I wasted my money. Alright, good. We've got House of Wisdom unlocked. We need to shoot for that immediately. Do we have any policy things to work with? I don't think so. Yeah, we're pretty much fine. So we need to... Analytical engine. Dislikes the leader with the least mat. Shush, man. Shush. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Tomb of Oski I wouldn't mind going for. What do we got here? So this is our main abilities. We can start getting the Mots and the Baileys. I can make fortifications faster. Ooh, I do like that. Theology. Oh, those are my special abilities right off the rip. This is what I love about theology. You get your... for theology, you get your traditions immediately when you pick theology as your government. So I love that. Love that. That's actually amazing. So we could pick that. Kind of push ourselves forward. I'm not opposed to it. Authority gets us another tradition slot. Let's take a look here, though. So Norman Civics, White Towers all the way down here. We get some tradition slots out of this, which I'm pretty much for, honestly. Happiness, adjacency for fortified constructibles, tradition slot. We get the Mott Bailey, and the Mott Bailey's all about just having fortifications around them, honestly. 4 happiness on rough terrain. Ooh, we might try to put that there if we can. So yeah, these are really just put a Mott Bailey in between districts, and you're set, because you just build walls around it, and it's going to love it. All right, anyway, let's go... down to... You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna do my thing. Let's do our thing. Let's get another relic, by the way. I want another one of those. So we got a policy to assign. We could shoot our culture up. We could take the happiness hit on that. That's not a big deal. We do not have it. Oh, actually, we do have a tradition we can slot. You know what? Take that out. Get me happiness on my wonders. And throw that overbuilding back in. That looks pretty good. If we have joyous settlements, I might go for culture. Do we have any joyous settlements? You're just happy. Ruin's joyous, though. And Ruin has my relics. So, actually, we could get 1 culture off of those. Oh, we're in a cell... Okay, I need a guy. Should we buy a guy? No, that's way too much. That's way too much. Alright, so, I'm just gonna bring one of you down here. And you can go right there. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, we have a ton of people. Alright, let's get to productions. Apparently we have a grist mill option. That's nice. Oh, actually, we might destroy that now that we have a new location. Oh, House of Wisdom. Yes, we need House of Wisdom. That is a must-have right now. Where to put it is the question. If we go here, do I want an adjacency is the question, because I would like one if I could get one. I don't know why it's not letting me overbuild this, because you can sometimes put wonders down. Oh, it must be adjacent to a district. Well, wait a minute. Do I want to do that? Do I want to put House of Wisdom here? That seems like a bad idea. Alright, so let me back up. House of Wisdom's 4 turns. What about Ostia? 6 turns. Oh, I can get Rega Holt, though. Ooh, now that I do like. What about Roma? 5 turns, so it's 1 extra turn than Ruin. Okay. Now where would you put House of Wisdom? Okay, this would really get us going on this. We would have a 5 adjacency on that. That's insane. Or we can boost this and get a 3 adjacency on that. Well, I'm going to try to shoot for an adjacency, I think. I think that'd be the way to go. So let's cancel this missionary and start building House of Wisdom here. Let's go to Ruin. Serpent's Mount I don't care for. Unless, where can I put all these company posts? I'm going to try to build Serpent's Mount. I'll try to build Serpent's Mount. I will 1-turn this sawmill, though. I'm going to 1-turn that. And then I'm going to build Serpent's Mound, and we're going to put it down. Oh, what looks good? Oh, yeah, let's ruin my adjacency situation. I'm going to go here. Yep, I have an idea for that. Trust the process. All right, moving on. Let's grab some... I'm going to grab food. Throw that in there. All right, beautiful. I'm just going to get this for the extra production. If we miss Serpent's Mound, I'm not really going to cry about it because I waited forever to even do anything. All right, you're going to go up this way to Ravenna. All right. Let's hop across here if we can. I love how you're saying I should go there. That's a terrible idea. All right, now I'm starting to see some options, maybe. Let's just hop here and try to heal. I don't think he's going to follow me. All right, let's move on. Oh, what got built? Zeddy-Daw. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. Good thing we're not going innovation route. All right, let's get you across. Back to production. Ruin. Why are you not building... Oh, I guess Serpent's Mound got taken. I mean, that's fine. I wish it kind of said that. Oh, okay. Anyway, Serpent's Mound is pretty cool if you're doing unique improvements. You get 3 science and 2 culture on them, so that's kind of cool. All right, moving on. We'll build something else then. So let's crush. All right, we're gonna get a lot of food actually. So we're gonna build our granary. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna lose 3 science, and then we're gonna lose 3 production. It's gonna hurt, but we're gonna go here and get this filled in. Right now, another option for me. That would have been okay, but not too crazy. We could have put our Mott Bailey there, but I don't really think we needed to. All right, there's Ravenna. There's some Catholicism. All right, let's move right along to Puteoli. I'm going to come up here. I'm not going to settle, though. That would be a dumb idea. All right, let's scavenge this. Samarkand becomes hostile, and I get a free merchant. Where is Samarkand? I don't even know who they are. Oh, or where they are, I should say. I'm going to take the 100 gold, actually. The reason being is I'm going to come in here. Gades actually isn't a bad idea, but let me get to Puteoli. Oh, wow, we got a lot of good stuff here. I want to secure a temple for us. That way I can start sending people over this way. I'm going to buy a missionary right now, actually. There we go. And we will get this other stuff like next turn. All right, beautiful. Yeah, we're trying to spread some religion. Looks like Xerxes and them are having a little falling out. That's unfortunate for them. All right, so we can get 50% towards constructing fortification buildings, and we get happiness and production on fortified districts. So this is actually pretty good. So we're actually going to drop the wonders, and we're going to grab this. Should be roughly the same. So we are at 230. Okay, we actually lost more happiness than I would have thought. But we should have more production and things. Oh, we shouldn't check. There we go. Okay, yep. So it does work on ancient walls. So that is a boost. Okay, we're going to go and grab... See, this is what I'm talking about. 5 science for 4 food and 4 happiness. That is worth it. That's worth something. All right, that's a good one. All right, we discovered his sepsit was... she stole our inspiration civic. That's annoying. Hopefully we can steal something from her. Miko dislikes leaders with science and gold buildings. I don't care. I really don't care. So we can get 2 culture in the capital and 2 happiness for every tradition slotted in the government. Well, let's just go ahead and get a tradition slot and get the Bailey. Because having our unique quarters is pretty big. Oh, we can go for Rega Holt if we want. Is that a viable option for us? Well, we can crush this, make this a permanent 4, and make this a lovely 5. So... I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, actually. Yep, let's do Rega Holt in there. Go ahead and move our production over here. Yep, just making sure. Okay. And you guys can just go back to doing what you're doing. Oh, okay, yep, so we got some stuff up there. They are Protestant right now, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, look at this. We got some people right nearby. We're going to hit up Haugmatana first. All right, you're going to hit up Puteoli. There we go. Let's get you across. Let's keep exploring. All right, so have some weird locations. I don't like it. because there's nowhere really to settle. Rila Monastery, not surprised we didn't even go for that, so we got Swordsman, that's nice. Okay, what are we doing here, Ostia? We could get a person. 3-1's not bad. It's actually pretty good. We could get a nice 4 for 4. That's pretty even. I think we might do that. No, I'm going to push science, actually. Yeah, we're going to push our science a bit more. I'm trying to get us to not really lead, but to be at least even. We don't need a ton of science, but we do need enough to get through some stuff. Okay, as for this, let's just grab this. Where are we at here? So Ruin. Okay, looking pretty much like we're set. I'm going to get our 4-turn army commander. Actually, where are we going to put our Mott? Where are we going to put that? Okay, so we could put a Mott Bailey here and boost our unique quarter forever. We do lose influence, which is a bummer. Now, what's the Bailey get us? Culture from Fortifications and Wonders. So yeah, this really would feed into the forum if we want to do that. We would lose 5 whole influence if we do this. But we would also get some constructions as well. So my question is, where would we put our happiness buildings? We might not finish building them, actually. We might just hold off on those. Finish up this science over here. Maybe put a culture in it. And then we'll just kind of use these. Although, to be fair, this is a nice 3. Over here's a nice 3. That is a question. Do we want to make that happen? Maybe. Maybe. For now, I'm going to go for some missionaries. We will kind of investigate that once we have more info, in my opinion. All right, there we go. There's Batavium. All right, let's get to Hogmatana here. Start spreading that. Chevalier made it. There we go. Speaking of the Chevalier making it, we could actually buy some stuff. All right, let's get a... I can afford both, I think. Let's do the observatory first. So I can go for a 4 or a 3. I'm going to go for the 4 in this case, and then we'll put this sawmill in right with the saw pit. Boom. Lovely. All right, and we're growing. Oh, let's get the crabs. I didn't realize we didn't have that. All right. I don't even think we can plant that yet. Nope, so we're going to move on. Missionary. Let's get you going this way. Let's get you across while we can. All right. Trying to figure out where to go here. Ada and Ashoka are fighting. Good for them. Oh, okay. So we got a Familia Regis. So we get adjacencies on the palace for fortified constructibles. We now have the Bailey. I don't think we're going to change any policies, but we do have a tradition slot. And we have another settlement limit. We've unlocked castles. Is this because of... Ah, yes, we stole feudalism. Good. That means we got another way to do tax. Let's go into guilds then, because I do want to get education. I choose a civic. We should probably go into common law. That'd be pretty good. Competing religion and Batavium. Of course you are. Let's just get rid of that. And then I could just buy a temple. Of course I can't. 416. That is expensive. All right. We have a policy. I'm going to grab probably... what do I want? Diplomacy and military buildings will come in handy very shortly. Oh, actually, we do have the dungeon, which is both. So that would be 4 culture on my dungeons. Or I can do happiness. I'm going to do the culture because I am going to build a dungeon very soon. In fact, if we get House of Wisdom, I will be building a dungeon. Competing power in distant lands. Beiping. I'm glad you could join us over there. So, okay, I guess I could have went this way. All right, so what are we doing? Oh, swordsman. Right. Let's just put you in. Like, goodness, I have so many units. It's ridiculous. Ruin. There we go. You need to be Catholic. All right, now we can start messing with Parsa. I got 2 charges. Let's go. Oh, this will only take 1 charge. That's great. Let's try to get across here. All right. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to do it. Right. Again, man, there's just nowhere to settle on their land. That's annoying. I mean, I guess if I go to war, I have an option, but I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, Tomb of Wisdom. House of Wisdom is great for us to have. Do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth while you know it. So we've stopped anybody from getting the innovation ability unless they conquer land. So that's good. On top of that, this gets us science on, well, authority. That's its own thing. This looks... Oh, what? Guys, we got a visual glitch here. Oh, man, that looks fantastic. Oh, man, that's great. So, okay. Well, hey, the more you know. Anyway, we get 2 science from Great Works. Oh, I thought we only got 1. Well, hey, sweet. That's fantastic. So we're getting science off of our Great Works now. So that's a little added bonus. All right, let's get to our narrative choices. I will take the gold. All right, we got an espionage action. We stole authority. Yep, we stole their authority. All right. I might as well just take another settlement limit, even though I'm not going to use it. Oh, Napoleon likes me. Leader with the smallest number of land units. Do I really have the smallest number? Crazy. All right, we can do the Mont Bailey, but we're going to do this dungeon amazingly. Yeah, let's get this triple. That's going to equal to a ton of culture. A ton of it. All right, and then once we're through with that, we'll be able to go to our next steps. All right, now Ruin, you can get a dungeon as well. Now the question is, do we want our dungeon to be out here, or do we want to go here? I think... Oh, we have a 4 over here as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a 4 or a 6, a double, a double. All right, so my thoughts, I'm going to do a double over here. That seems ridiculous, I know, but I think we're going to go there, and then we're going to figure out this Mont Bailey business. All right, we have a tradition slot. Let's go with... Oh, this all looks pretty good. We will be building fortifications soon, but not right now, so let's get the Yakshay. Or we can get a culture and joyous settlements. I think we'll hold off on that, even though we are joyous. All right, we got ourselves another guy. This is a 3 charge. It's going to send him up to Yingtian. You can go with your double to Narbo Martius. All right, let's get you in here. Okay, that is an extra turn, so be it. Let's kind of move along here. All right, I'm not seeing any good land, and that annoys me. I know what they want me to do. Okay, I'm aware that I should be fighting people. My luck, there's probably a good distant land right here. And you know what? Let's see if there is. Get me a guy. Get me a guy. Take one of these cogs here. If there's land nearby, I'm going to be kind of peeved. Not going to lie. I'll be a little peeved. All right. And what, Tomb of Oskia. I would have liked that, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so let's get you in there. Okay, let's grow. All right, Ravenna. Boom. Done. Ravenna, you have nothing. Mining town for me. That is 40 production, and which is 40 gold a turn. Now, you are going to grab these crabs, okay? And I got to figure out what I'm doing with you. Do I want to make you into an urban center? Not particularly, no. So what will you be for me? Apparently you have a stone cutter. Oh, good grief. Fine, go that way for the stone cutter. Oh, well, actually, I did have some adjacencies for a thing if I wanted. How about we make you a religious site? Yeah, let's make you a religious site. You're right on the front lines for religion, so that'd actually work out pretty well. Yeah, I get it. Okay. I really don't care. You're upset, and you keep telling me you're upset, and you expect me to do something about it. I'm not sure why you expect me to do something about it, but you do. All right. Okay, again, nothing. I hate the fact I'm using this guy to... Oh, there we go. Finally found some land. We're not doing any treasure, that's for sure. Good grief. All right, of course he activated his people before I got here, but hey, whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, look. We're finally making about the same, as we should, okay? It's the ocean, okay? We all fight it the same. All right, what are we building? Probably medieval walls, honestly. I should be getting culture off of this, but I guess not. That's a bummer. All right, Mont Bailey. Mont Bailey. Show me where we're going. So I can get a double off of this. This is currently a double in it of itself. This is a triple. I could come out this way for a 2 culture, and I would get a bonus off of... Oh, it's the walls, right. I could come out this way. So that's a wonder and the thing. Or I can go out here. This is probably where we should go, honestly. We only have a double. We can keep our triple for the high yield stuff. So let's go here for the Mont Bailey, which will feed into this. So that'll be great. We can get walls around it to really bump it up. So I think that'll work pretty well. Okay, so now we need to do our Mont Bailey here. I'm thinking... So there's that. Show me the Bailey. My bad. Show me the Mont. All right, so we're doubling up on the culture and happiness regardless. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Yep, let's make this unique quarter. Make that love happen. All right. You have a single charge left. I might as well... Oh, go back towards Batavium, I guess. We'll get that going. We'll get some more relics. All right. Just kind of shoot across here. All right, finally seeing some land. Okay, oh, hey, we've met all the people. Confucius, pleasure. I'm seeing a lot of influence, so we got to mess with that. Speaking of which, I need to stay on top of that. I feel bad about that. 140, probably going to keep talking to Xerxes. Yep, we're going to keep talking to Xerxes. Oh, Himiko has 90, though. Yeah, we'll talk to Himiko on that. Let's get a research collab with her. Who has the biggest number of stuff? Looks like Hatshepsut's running the highest on the culture, so we're going to steal her government secrets. We're going to reconcile with her. Try to anyway. And then does Tubman? No, Ashoka does. Ashoka, we're going to steal some tech from him. We could hinder, but I don't think hindering is a great idea, in my opinion, for this. All right, so there's that. We could incorporate things. I don't really see a reason to. What else can we do? Do we have any other people we can talk to? I don't think so. Oh, Long Perbong. 10. Let's get you down to 8. Wouldn't mind befriending them. All right. That way we can find out more what's going on up here. Speaking of which, oh, we've already acquired our skill day. That's nice. Bureau rung. That could go either way. So I'm kind of looking here. Really, we're all sticking towards what we settled in antiquity, surprisingly. Nobody's really boosting. Okay, she's got knights here. I don't like that. I can't upgrade these, but luckily we have them coastal, so that'll be fine. Puteoli, get me another missionary. I'm trying to buy missionaries here. Rega Holt, let's see if we can acquire Rega Holt here. I just realized we're almost done with it. Please? Yes? No? Maybe so? Watching a boat get blown up. All right, good. We got Rega Holt. So Sturla was often at Rega Holt and gave much thought to having copies made of those saga books, which Snorri was writing. Slendinga Saga. Been a while since I built this. I actually don't have the challenge where I build this as Iceland, surprisingly. I know. So that is something to think about. Anyway, moving on. So we got that. Policy or tradition slot. We got traditions unlocked. Let's go ahead and change that. Okay, great. Fine. We'll wait our turn. All right, we got our specialists pretty much where I want them for the most part. I actually will go ahead and grab this. We're losing 1 food, 1 happiness, but once we have the Bailey and stuff put in, we will be getting good adjacencies off of that. So there we go. Apparently Confucius likes me with the most specialists. Well, I'm glad he's friendly with that. All right, moving on. Let's get the education we need because we have to up our science. Everyone else is looking pretty good. We are not. So let's get in here. We can keep going through archery. I think we should. This is pretty good. Let's go ahead and do White Tower. Must be placed adjacent to a city hall. Okay, that one had a very iffy turn of events for me last time, but I'm glad it's working. All right, so let's see what we got. We could do a kiln. Not really culture heavy for Ostia. I would like a guild hall. Oh, a dungeon would be nice too. Let's secure the dungeon. Yeah, look at that. 4 and 5. That's amazing stuff there. All right, we're going to put that in. Mott Bailey. Can we even fit that in? Okay, well, we can. I'm not thrilled about it. Oh, we could put a Mott Bailey here and get... Oh, there we go. Yep, that's where we'll put it. That is actually a good spot. There we go. That will be handy. We will miss out on some production, but it's fine. Okay, we have a tradition to slot. Let's get some culture and happiness off of our traditions, which is a total of 6 right now, so that's going to be 12 apiece. Pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's get Ying Tian to follow us. Let's fix Batavium here. Gotta keep our religion rolling here. All right. I need you to go to... Actually, I hit Parsa and then go to Karakorum. All right, let's hit this up. Boom. That should be more gold for me and more relics. We're up to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, let's keep moving around these guys. Let's snag this bad boy. 50 for a celebration. Actually, that should hit us into a celebration. Let's do it. Okay, I was wrong. I have been proven wrong several times before, and that will never change. Oh, there, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, that is infuriating. Well, you win some, you lose some. It's just how it goes. A little bit of Joker there, right? Oh, man, yeah, I gotta kind of kick someone to the curb. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't mind taking Akhenaten. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, she only got a mortuary temple in there. She didn't finish her off. All right, Puteoli. Let me get in here. All right, we do have... Okay, Mott Baileys we can't build, I don't think. Kilns we can. Okay, it's only science and culture buildings. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, this kiln really has no adjacency, but the 6 is still good. So it's not a no. Ostia, that's a city. Ravenna. We could put a temple in Ravenna. Not opposed. You know, it would be nice to up our happiness. Patavium needs a temple because it's cheaper to buy it here. And it's cheaper to get people here, too. Snag one of them guys, huh? There we go. Yeah, we need to start spreading religion to people. All right, because our whole thing is acquiring science that way. All right, what got built for Forbidden City? That was fast, so good to know. All right, there is land over here. Finally found it. We're in a celebration. I'm just going to take some gold. What is this? Trade routes? Cool. All right, moving on. I could get another relic or I can get golden influence off of them. I think we're just going to get another relic and get culture off of it. And then with that being said, let's secure... Actually, maybe I'd take some culture on my specialists. I think that's going to be the way to go. That's going to boost us from 326 up to 330. And I think that's got us healthily ahead of everybody. Only a little bit for Hatshepsut. That's fine. Personally, her getting mad will be dangerous, but it's not untenable, really. Like, we'll be able to hold that. Okay, you are starting to annoy me. Okay. I'm almost thinking of settling this just to get settlement limit, and I know I shouldn't do that. All right, you're going to do that. You are going to figure out whatever this is. All right, you're going to go this way, and you're going to try to find some more stuff. I might circumnavigate, it looks like. You can auto-explore to your heart's content and die. This looks like a settle that will happen, so I'm actually going to buy. We're in a buyer's market right now for Sokoman. There we go. I want to settle. I want to increase my stuff. All right, that's what I want to do. And I'm annoyed that it's taking so long to do it. No, we're coming over here. That's happening. That is food and production on Tundra. I'm getting over here today. Yeah, that's happening today. 4-2, huh? The gold's not bad. I do like gold. Nah. Let's get out to these pearls. All right, moving on. Let's get out to these pearls as well. That's what Gades is all about. Hop up here so we can get more stuff. I'm going to bring you over here because I don't like the fact that people are in my territory. All right. Let's get Parsa following us as they should. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever gets you here the fastest. All right. Great. All right. What's in here? Bunch of nothing. Oh, we have a guy? Yeah, we do. Keep going. Don't stop. Yep, go. Just keep going. Erdenizu, that's great. Don't care. We're going to move on. We moving on. We going through. All right, 187 culture. Yes, that should finish our thing. Okay, call me a liar. 2 science on the Mott, 2 culture on the Bailey, 2 production on the Bailey. We're going to go science on the Mott. There we go. We kind of need that science. Trying to pull myself out of a hole here that I put myself in by not selecting the right things. You know, that's life sometimes. Before I build the next thing, let me actually check our... Here we go. Okay, so we do have resources we could slot. Ruin... Oh, my bad. Roma getting a wharf wouldn't be bad. That would be pretty good. Yeah, we could probably do that. Oh, we could also do walls, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's put some walls down. That's culture, that's science. There's a lot going into walls, so let's get some walls going. As for you, you will build a kiln for me. That is a given. Yeah, we're just going to... Actually, yes. Yes, we're going to do that. That works perfectly. And then I do want a guild hall. Yep, I prefer gold over food. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Just my preference. Alright, we got a Chevalier, because... We've got a Chevalier. We'll just go here with it. All right, as for you, go ahead and get over to Karakorum. Just keep exploring. Great. What a wonderful time to be alive. Why do I have a Chevalier? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Let me go into Charlemagne. So it's probably the Norman's ability, if I am correct. So unique. You receive a Chevalier unit every time you complete the unique quarter. So I forgot about that. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to bring you down here because I don't trust Akhenaten. We're going to keep exploring this island that I will 100% be settling. Because for all these military units I keep acquiring, I will 100% fight somebody. I knew she would do this. I don't even care, really. Gades. Should I do some trading with people? You know, does trading sound good? Oh, a temple sounds great, actually. Put that in there. Still connected to nothing. That is a bummer. I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and finish quarters, though. I put the wrong thing in the wrong thing, and I don't really care. Right, what do you got? Oh, yes. Let's keep spreading our religion. Increase our science per turn here. All right, yeah, these guys will keep us safe in Ostia. The fact I have basically small armies in each thing is crazy. Patavium has fallen, of course. All right, there's White Tower. There's a settlement limit. There's 4 culture on captured settlements of any age. That really doesn't apply to us, but it is nice. Ooh, diplomacy or military? I'm going to go diplomatic. We're going to be diplomatic, and I'm going to take even more happiness. All the happiness in the world. And I will take science. Yes. Oh, thank you for getting education. I'm glad we're educated. Alright, so moving on. We can get 4 culture, 1 gold, or 4 culture, 2 happiness. Why am I getting 2 culture, 2 science, and 4? Oh, I think I know what I did. Oh, wait, no? Why am I getting science in here? That one I don't know. I don't know why that one is. Let's go with this. Yeah, let's get that filled in. All right. Now, okay. Oh, right, the specialists alone are doing that. Common law will finish us out. It's another settlement limit. We do save money on all these cavalry we're making. Theology, I'm going to go snag that real quick. That's actually some good traditions we can use. Alright, so now we have a university, and now we get the big numbers. Now we're going to get some real big numbers. So we're going to put that in. Anything else? We could do a kiln. Question is, do we want to go culture? Let's see here. Oh, that's the Mott Bailey. Okay, so this really doesn't add anything to the Mott. So we could just get rid of our influences and go for culture. I'm pretty much fine with that. Yeah, I mean, we don't really need happiness buildings. So yeah, we'll put culture there. Guild Hall. We could double or double. I'll just take a double. You do want to try to get these quarters, you know, just to get those out of the way. I'm going to leave this be. I don't really care right now. I'd rather have my one turn of theology and then plug those in instead. We could get a relic and get 5 innovation points. Let's actually check our stuff. We're in 8th place with 7. That is, oh, that's horrendous. That is really horrendous. We're terrible in economics. We are doing amazing culturally, though. We probably should try to pull up on the innovation, though, shouldn't we? The fact we're only 4, that's not bad. This is interesting, but I can't do much about that, really. So, do we go for a thing? Shipbuilding wouldn't be bad. Metallurgy, armor, that gets us production. Exploration, military building. Military units trained in the settlement will spawn at this building. Okay, so that's the military building. Nice. Forbidden City was down here, so someone already got that. Machu Picchu would be kind of nice to have, but I don't think we'll get that. Yeah, I don't really think we'll be able to obtain that. So, I think we're going to go into metallurgy. So, let's get heraldry, get that out of the way. All right, let's go up here. Hey, congratulations. All right, so Yingtian is done. Waset. Might be able to hit Waset from this angle, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's Monk's Mound. That won't work. Yep, you can't do it on wonders. All right, moving on. Oh, hey, this is a decent-sized area. Now we're talking. All right, as for you, let's just keep exploring this land. Try to get settles in if we can. All right, let's get Karakoram. You just, yeah, build yourself some fortifications. I think I'm losing gold because of all the horses, if I'm being honest. Puteoli, can I purchase? I cannot. Okay, I want to purchase universities and stuff. How are we looking? Science is, it's okay. It's not great. I would like it to be better. That's kind of why we're getting our urban centers and things like that in store, because that really helps us out. All right, there we go. I am going to change these policies. So golden influence and food and happiness. I think the wonder thing is actually still pretty good. So is the culture. Let's drop. What can we drop, really? This kind of annoyed me, so I will drop this. And we'll take the food, or yeah, the golden influence. Really, this. Oh, well, my bad. The happiness and production is still good on fortified districts. So really, this is pretty good. Darga we'll leave alone. So let's plug this in. Okay, yeah, so that actually gave us a bit of culture. Oh well. All right, 62 culture. We got an enhancement belief because we researched theology. Relic slot on science buildings. Missionaries can... Oh, that's already kind of late. Another charge on missionaries. Trade route. Conquer settlements are converted. I'm going to do Dawa. And actually, I'm going to start doing trade routes. All right, so let's get in here. Reformation I don't care about. This is our last one. We'll just kind of wait on that. So for now... I'm surprised El Escorial has not been built. We'll head towards it. I say that and it will be built. That's usually how it goes. Where can we go? Where can we go? You have one charge left. Oh, wait. Can you... There we go. So there's Waset. I guess I'll move you around. I can't really tell. All right, let's pillage this one first. Minus 100 culture, get a population. I'm just going to take 40 influence. I don't care about that. That population would be okay, but it's not really a necessity at this point. Let's pop you in here, and there is 2 more artifacts right there. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know I could just came in here and read 13, but yeah, whatever. Ooh, I need 1 more wonder for this if I want it, and I might. I need 2 more temples, and I can put great works in happiness buildings, which is a great way to really boost your culture. So maybe we should try to do that. Man, I'm losing my religion out. This is kind of ticking me off. Get me... Oh, I can get the Mont Bailey in here because that's great. Let's get our temple first. Plug that in. We need 1 more temple. I should have 1 everywhere. Puteoli, Ostia. Yeah. Oh, Ravenna does not have a temple. That should finish it. There we go. Okay, so we stole that. We were the first to get 8. Fantastic. We have 249. Do I have any money to spend? Not really. Apparently I can put a gristmill somewhere, so it might be worth something. Gades. Company post, huh? Yeah, I'm going to put that in. That'd actually be handy. A little extra gold. Alright, so I don't know what to do with you. Sure, that's great. Alright, whatever. This guy's gonna die. Oh, we lost some resources. Okay, alright. Yep, you're on your way. You'll be fine. Looks like some people made peace. Good for them. Alright, let's secure... Actually, I'm gonna take some production and stuff. Yeah, let's grab that. That's a great tile. Alright, so we got our mots done. We can get a university. Let's go ahead and acquire that. That's a great tile. I'll put that in. I do want a guild hall, so we'll put that in there. Alright, let's grow our city. I'm going to go ahead and put a Mott Bailey in. Yeah, let's get some people in there. Okay. You got a 1 charge left. Can you go to Tasali? Hit them up. Alright, we finished the Mott Bailey. I would just build this. My thought... Oh, is this ecstatic? Oh, hey, we're ecstatic. That's great. Since you guys are so ecstatic, how about we have our religion back? I think that's a great idea. Alright, let's pillage this. 50 damage for 100 culture. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. That's great. Alright, moving on. Let's see here. There's, like, nowhere to go, which... That's kind of a bummer. I might be able to do a settle here if I wanted to. It's just kind of useless. It's not very viable. I might be the first to circumnavigate, though, doing what I'm doing. Alright, there is Bershwardi Temple. Great. Alright. Oh, there's Tomb of Oskia. Great. We stole the Diplomatic Service Tech. Lovely. I'm glad we stole that. An extra social policy sounds good. Stoneheads are pretty good, but I don't really have the adjacency factor for that, so let's go ahead and get a policy slot. A trade opportunity with Tasali. That's great. We have no alliances, so I don't care. -1, you know what? Let's grab this one. I think we... Wow. Yeah, that's saving me 30 gold. Alright, I need to get Ruin back in business, okay? Ruin needs to get back on top of things. Alright, I already like what I'm seeing over here. Oh, good grief. Can you, like... Yeah, just do something. I don't even know what to do with you anymore. I'm going to see about maybe settling this. I don't even know if I should. Alright. Most likely I'm going to get those people mad at me, and then they're going to try to kill my guy. So, that sounds about right. Alright, there's 4 more science. Oh man, this is not going great. There's Eddie Daw. There's Dan Hue. Alright, there's Chevalier. Whole bunch of stuff going off. We stole 1,400 science. That's great. They gained vision of our commanders. That's great. So we have a bunch of zeros. I love zeros. Getting innovation is kind of key right now. Because we definitely need it. Let's do shipbuilding, though. That would be easier on us. Alright, what do we got in Ruin? Yes, the university. We can finally get the big number. A +6 adjacency. And we'll build the armorer with it. Boom. That is golden. That is golden right there. Alright, let's move our unit. I'll go for a 2-3-1. That seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable tile. Alright, I don't think we can make this. Also, Beiping's already its own thing. Okay, so this is all red. But if I go here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I could share. If I settle this, 1, 2. Yeah, we could share. I'm not opposed to sharing. It is caring. So actually, I probably will settle this. 1, 2, 3. And do another settle on it. Alright, let's pillage this. Sure. Great. Thanks for the full health, I guess. We'll move up one and settle there and see what happens. Going to take off a lot of people, though. Alright, there we go. We'll have shipbuilding in 2 turns. Actually, I should have... Oh, I need to get back into stuff. Ostia is now... Man, okay, this conversion is really annoying. Really annoying. I want religious pressure back. From 6. Give me the religious pressure back. Alright, do I need a relic? Yeah, I can take another relic. I'll take it. Alright, now let's go for vassalage. We actually have a few of those. 404, not bad. But we can be found, okay? We can be found. Oh, okay. Well, they don't hurt people, usually. Alright, there's Bayak. I just get another guy. Okay, we do have to grow. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's go ahead and pop out a beautiful fishing key right here. And a harbor. Alright, I can put a lovely temple right here, which we will. Okay. And honestly, is that considered... That's a woodcutter. Saw pit and sawmill it is. Great. Alright, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and grab... Ooh. A bunch of gold. Yeah, we're just gonna grab a bunch of gold. Alright, so we're gonna grab this. We're gonna grab this. Let me scroll out a little bit, please. Thank you. And we're going to grab this. The other one will be able to snag one of these. All right, so that's pretty good stuff right there. Wow, I probably could almost settle this 3 times maybe. All right, so where are you? Oh, you already have crabs. Great. Oh, wait, no, you're Bay X. Where are you? No, you don't need pitch. You need crabs. You need to grow. All right, you get big and strong for me. Pitch, I don't care about right now. All right, moving on. All right, let's make people mad. There we go, Winchester. Make everybody upset with us. Okay, let's grab the tin. Oh, that's nice. Let's get out here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can get there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Actually, Winchester's not bad. We're going to need some protection, though. Hey, we got a cross. Get me a fishing key. Boom. Get me a harbor. Boom. Brickyard's looking pretty handy here. Before that, though, okay, I can't get a unit. In that case, yeah, let's do a brickyard or something. I could crush this and move over. What do we got? What do I want? I really don't know. And since we don't know, maybe we just wait. I mean, I could do a grist mill, though. That would be pretty handy. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Now you. Is it Winchester? Yeah, get out of here. You're growing. Big boy. Come on. You don't need that. We can throw that somewhere else. In fact, we can throw this out and take more production. 78. Hey, these are actually pretty good productions. I am happy about that. All right, let's go out here. Explore a bit more. All right, we're 1 turn away from shipbuilding, so we'll be fine. First to circumnavigate was Harriet Tubman, of course. 1 more wonder got built. Good for them. All right, colonialism, whatever. Shipbuilding, that's the main goal. All right, let's hop up here and start spreading religion. All right, let's get at this. Gades, you connected to anybody? 1 town. Beautiful. 2 arms. Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of how unhappy you are, and I could care less, honestly. Alright, so here's another innovation. Let's head out to urban planning. Also, it's the rest of our stuff, so we do want it. Let's try to get Eliscorial if possible. This all looks pretty good. I'm actually going to drop the overbuilding, and we're going to take the production. So we are going to take a hit on happiness, but all my specialists offer production now, so that's actually pretty good. Alright, so let's move on. Get over here to the command. Oh, right, more guys. One of you go here. One of you go here, I guess. I need to make more people. Goodness, do I need to make more people. All right, you need to go here. Again, okay, I hate the religion mechanic in this game. I know I complain about it a lot, but good grief, man. It is such an annoyance, because there's just no real fun way to really do it. Like, I just have to spam my units and do a whole bunch of baloney. It's real annoying. Okay. Grist mill, I don't care for. The saw pit, sawmill, the brickyard... I mean, those make sense to me. I do need a unit, though, so let's get a... Yeah, actually, just give me a Karak right here. That'll be perfect. We can pillage that and then move on. So, yep, let's continue on. Also, the Karak will be pretty well guarding us. You can't get through here, and I'm not settling that inland. That's just dumb. That would serve no purpose for me. None at all. All right, there we go. So we've unlocked the Transcendent Victory. We're going to take a look at that. Escorial is available for us. Confucius is happy because we have specialists, so good for him. Napoleon's happy because we have less land units, apparently, even though we have a ton of them. Like, I don't get what's going on. Like, they're saying we don't have a lot, but we really do. Let's go for... This is White Tower, right? Let's head up, try to get Notre Dame. I would love to acquire that. All right, none of this matters. Maybe? Nah, let's just move on. Alright, so I need more of everything, which is just an annoyance to no end. Okay, so there you go. Let's get this guy out of there. Let's get up here 2 more tiles. Pillage, 40 food, 100. Yeah, I'll take that. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Can I get through here? Okay, that's kinda. Let's go up here, pillage this, take the culture, kind of explore this. Looks like we could probably get another settle in here, which I'm for, maybe. Wow, we were so close to circumnavigating. That's crazy. Everybody was set up to succeed, except for me. They set me up to fail. Oh, goodness. All right, we do have a bit of money. What are you building and why? Okay. I want both of these. Eliscorial is right next to my... Of course. Well, actually, White Tower's right here. Okay, that's not bad. What about Eliscorial, then? I can go here or out here. Okay. Now, what about... you. Alright, I can only do Eliscorial. Not really worth it. I mean, I can get a bonus on my capital. Okay, and then what about Ostia? Do you have reasons for... oh, you can do both. White Tower. I don't want to do that. And then Eliscorial, same spot. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to shoot for Roma. Let's go for Eliscorial first. We're going to go out here. Alright, put that in. Just cancel this guild hall. Let's get Eliscorial building. Can I put a sawmill in? I'm not opposed. Ah, yes, we can. Yeah, let's get rid of this garden. We don't need that. Same amount of turns, but that's fine. All right, there we go. So we're working on Escorial. Yeah, I know it's a settlement limit, and we're competing for Escorial right now. That's kind of funny. We might not get it. We'll see. Can you get me through here, please? All right, I just don't want to be here. Okay, Winchester, you have proven that perseverance does save the day. Goodness gracious, that is amazing. All right, let's move on. Only downside is getting anything worth treasure will not happen. Anyway, let's move on. We have missed out on Escorial. Wow, Ada built it. Congratulations, Ada. To be fair, we're not even at our settlement limit yet, so who cares? Who cares? All right, now I'm going to go for the... No. We're going for this beautiful tile we built. Now, I could fill up most of this, and I think BayX should... 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, I'm wondering if I just let BayX have the whole thing, in all honesty. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna like, BayX is just gonna grow. It's got a ton of production. Could possibly be a city. Well, let's go ahead and get White Tower, since it's 2 turns now. Just get that out of the way. All right, beautiful. Now, where are we at? Oh, yes, the Armorer. A lovely 5. These are great adjacencies. They're fantastic. Now, I do want to get shipyards and wharfs. Now, that is something I want to point out, now that we're overbuilding. So this is kind of for modern, and sadly I didn't get to it for like my lighthouse. Someone was asking, when do you overbuild? Do you keep buildings? When and why? To be fair, I know I kind of said it earlier, you know, you work with your adjacencies. So in my opinion, you're always going to overbuild your culture buildings. Let me get in here. You're always going to overbuild your gold, your science, your production, and your culture. That's pretty much... Actually, this one's kind of a better. Yeah, because you always have your culture buildings. You're almost always going to overbuild them with other culture buildings if you have the adjacency, because they're just better. All right. And then for your science and culture, or science and production, you're usually going to overbuild them if you have the adjacency. And the reason being is they have higher yields, and you've probably put specialists on them. So you want to activate the specialist. Yes, you can come in here to a tradition, or not a tradition, your policies, and you could put 2 gold, 2 culture, 2 production on your specialists like I am right now. But that's a drop in the bucket, because look what you're doing. You're increasing the happiness maintenance exponentially, and they're not doing anything else. Whereas if I go in here, I have 1 specialist, and he's increasing this by, is it 6-fold or 5-fold? 1, 2, 3. He's increasing it 4-fold on this university. He's increasing it 4-fold, because if we go in here, university is worth 8 science and 1 science adjacency. So 8 science, and this says 19. So we had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Exclude. Sadly, I have a wall down, so that's kind of affecting this. So that's 12. Add a specialist. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, my bad. I forgot to add this. Sorry. I forgot to add that wonder. Sorry. So it's an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then you add a specialist in. 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. So that's where your specialists really kick in. Whatever your adjacency is, that's what the specialist adds to the tile. That's why you play the adjacency game. I hope I'm explaining that pretty well. So, yeah, for overbuilding, you overbuild what has adjacency. Science, put your better science buildings on there, so that way the specialist can activate. Now, there is some caveats to this, which modern kind of shows, which we'll get into that when we're in modern, but that's what you do. Now, when do we not overbuild? When do we leave a building alone, or why? I leave buildings alone if I, 1, don't have a specialist in it, and 2, there's no reason to overbuild it. So here's a good reason. So let's go into Ostia here. I almost always leave my water buildings alone. Here's why. I don't really put specialists in water buildings. I don't see a reason to increase food, to increase production for water. Now, some people might say otherwise. They might have a good reason too. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs. But the thing is, these buildings only happen once. You only get the shipyard production building once. There's no other production water building. So it's pointless to put a specialist in this because it's going to go away. The only thing is, are you going to overbuild that with another adjacency that's totally different? You can do that. Or you can do this. 8 production. That is a solid 8 production, and you get +1 production for the adjacency. So let's go out here. 8 production. Our adjacencies, this is a +3. I am going to put a shipyard here, but I'm not going to put a specialist in it. And here's the other thing. This 11 production, I'm going to take advantage of it this age. And then here's why I'm going to keep the shipyard next age. I won't get the 11, but I'll still have an 8. So why not, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's going to keep eating up my gold and happiness, but it's not as much as getting 8 production. And then let's take a look at this wharf here. All right, we got 10 food, 10, 8. Am I going to keep a quarter? I mean, I can make it a quarter. The quarter ability goes away because they age out. So I don't really have to keep it. I can just put it out here. Honestly, I will. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So that's 10 food for now. But then afterward, let me take that back out. The wharf will only have 6 food. But guess what? That's 6 food I wouldn't have regardless. So might as well just have the extra 6 food. Yeah, it's going to eat a little bit of happiness and stuff, but that's just the building cost. So that's it. So that's all it's going to be. Ooh, I don't like you, Hatshepsut. What are you doing here? Oh, man. Himiko, darling, please. Thank you. You're a gem. Oh, you're a gem. All right, yeah, we got to get out of here. So, yeah, I hope that kind of helps. Maybe I'm not being technical enough or too technical. I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball here, try to kind of explain my reasoning for why I do certain things, and maybe you'll realize a mistake I'm making or a mistake you're making. You know, who knows? I mean, you're just here to have fun, play the game better, you know? Just here to have a good time. And honestly, even though I messed up a few things, of course, I say it right when I build a wonder, we're having a pretty good time. Yeah, look at that white tower. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, that's right. To be a king and wear a crown is a thing more glorious to them that see it than it is pleasant to them that bear it. Yeah, I feel like that when I play this game sometimes, let me tell you. Holy cow. Hey, look at that. We might be grabbing that. Most likely, because I think we're doing another culture game, which that's kind of on me. I was trying to do a science game. Didn't realize I changed stuff. Give me a migrant, please. I love migrants in this game. Because, boom, that is 4 more production. Lovely. All right, now here we go. Perfect example. See, 5 and look at the science. The science is what I'm aiming at. 5 science, 3 science. Why is that? Because there's only 3 adjacencies. This one has 5 adjacencies, so that science is amazing. Now, we do have to look at the happiness cost. We are taking a 7 hit. But at the end here, we're only taking a 4 hit because we have happiness bonuses off of our fortifications and stuff. So, hey, pretty good. Also, to be fair, if I were taking a 7 hit for all these yields, that's a yes to me. So we're going to fill that in. And we could beat the Kajar. Nice. Lovely. Yeah, see, look at that exponential growth. Just amazing on that. That's just beautiful. All right, our next build order should be... We'll just come out to here. Yeah, just kind of acquire some stuff. I'm going to kind of spend a little bit of cash. I'm going to get me something I normally don't in exploration. That's right, a scout. All right, we got that handled. Let's get us a temple. I will need that. I'm not really looking much for building up anything. We would not do a... Oh, well, it does have a little use, doesn't it? Fine, we'll do both. Let's go ahead and get our saw pit. Let's get our sawmill. Plug those in. Let's go ahead and get our brickyard and our stone cutter. Yay. I'm kidding. I do like them. I like them a lot. All right, moving on. White towers built. Done. Armorer. Look at this. 19 production. Because we're getting a 5 production bonus, and there's 2 specialists in here. And then, of course, the wall adjacency. So, yep, we're going to plug that in right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So what we got going on over here? Ah, nice, nice. Can we please get me out? Get out. All right, yeah, explore that a little bit. All right, move on. I don't know why this guy's hurt, but hey, whatever. Hey, we're finally finding land that we can settle. Luckily, we're already over halfway through the age. Machu Picchu got built. That's a shocker. Yeah, ooh, man, who would have thought that would have happened? All right, change policies. We've unlocked the stuff. I know, Hatshepsut, it's a terrible time to be Egypt today. Which is funny. I know, like, I'm arguing with her. I love playing Hatshepsut. I'm just going to say, like, you know what, let me just unlock Notre Dame here, and I do actually enjoy his Shepson. I love playing, well, she's playing Ming Empire. I do love playing Egypt. It is fun. Oh, I love Egypt. Oh, such a fun time. But yeah, this culture and production, like her doing the wonder thing, no wonder she's mad. She is built for building wonders. That's why she hates us. Oh man, she hates us because she ain't us, literally, this time. Alright, so we got some stuff. We definitely want the pavilion. We're just going to put that with our observatory, because sadly that observatory bonus is going to go away, so that doesn't matter. Surplus influence, we are going to use that. I believe Ashoka's still being a crazy person, so I'm going to steal his tech. I think Hatshepsut's still the highest on culture. Yeah, she's gotten me beat surprisingly right now. Yeah, so we're going to steal some of that from her. And then what's her science? I would almost... No, it's no. No, too high for me. Too high for my taste. Instead, I will help out the less fortunate, which would be Xerxes. Just hit him up with that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting all this influence. I definitely need to spend it more. Good grief. Hey, we got a treasure. Off we go. Off we go. We could settle some more of this, actually. Since we're disregarding... I wish I'd settled this a little differently. I could go here and just make a nice... fishing. Yeah, fishing. Yes, we do want to do that. I don't know why I blanked so hard on that. Yeah, we'll 500 that. Let's grab that. We do have the limits to go for this, so. I'd love to settle this, and you gotta be kidding me. Well, we found Mount Fuji. Now I know why she's out here. I don't blame her for that. Oh, thank goodness. We finally got out. Alright, ooh, treasure convoy. Yeah, good luck with that. I really don't care. Auto-explore this guy. Well, actually, don't. I want you to go there first. Alright. Check the rest of this boat out. Oh, hey, we can snag this. Oh, well, now we know why we weren't getting attacked. That makes more sense. I'll take the happiness. Really, not even a turn. Wow, that is insanely high. Okay, good to know. Could settle this. I don't really want to. I think I want to try to get in here a little bit. Winchester is connected to 0 my town, or cities, but 1 town. It's just too far away. But we could maybe build a city. So I'm thinking of maybe doing that. Oh, Mount Everest. Hey, we found all the wonders. Yay. Oh, well, that's annoying. I almost feel like playing Isabella. I want a wonder, man. I say as I've gotten them before. I love natural wonders. They're so fun. All right. Yes, that is actually what I wanted, is that settle. So what do we got over here? Oh, man, she found a good one. Dang it. All right, well, let's get out of here. I can't really get through this, so we'll just go over here. All right, you're doing your thing. That's great. Oh, Samarkand. Oh, hey, Samarkand. Was like the one we were like, where are they at? Well, we found them. All right, beautiful. Oh, and look, here's another fine example. Look, she's got a library here. That's great. Hasn't changed this at all. She's missing out. She's got 3 science. This is where the AI loses. They focus on base yields. They're not really an adjacency player. That's where you kind of get ahead of the AI. If they were adjacency players, you'd probably never win the game. All right? Luckily, they just go, hey, I'm going to put this down, and they're like, hey, I never want to get rid of it. Because they're like, hey, base yield, increased number. They don't... Then they see you destroying it, and they're like, oh, I'm losing number. Don't want to do that. So, just doing that. I don't know why I made them sound like cavemen. Yes! I'm loving this. Bayx might be a city. I'm not kidding. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Okay, Xerxes. Chill, man. Chill out, dude. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I will finish this out. I could care less about the rest. Yeah, let's just hit that up. Oh, we just unlocked things. Maybe. This isn't bad. This is decent. I have more specialists than I do cities, obviously. So yeah, let's just keep that as is. Okay, we knew that would happen. That's a given, of course. See if we can try to get this guy to go somewhere else. All right. We're just going to have you sit here just for safety's sake. I am going to buy another guy, though. Yeah, let's get another 540. They're getting a little pricey now. Oh, this is a nice island. Love seeing all the treasure. Shame that I really won't be able to use it, in all honesty. I don't know what somebody did, nor do I care. I think this is... Oh... Okay, that's not even her. 3 districts that are not the city center with 40 total yield. I think we've already acquired this. And we have. All right, scientific attribute point. Let's plug this in. We can make buildings faster. We can get a legend unlock where we get +1 to the adjacencies of gold, production, and science buildings. That's pretty good. That's really good. Or we can get science on our resources. We do have a lot of resources. I think we resource for now. So that's going to jump us up to 330. We're pretty even. We're not leading the pack, which I kind of wish we were in some regards. But we're we're using our yields effectively. So that's the main goal. All right, I'm going to fully expand out here at least. Celebration. This should get us our last relic we need. Oh, wait, we need 20 of them. That's right. We could increase our science on specialists, which I'm not opposed to. I'm actually going to... All right, so what do we got down here? We could make some missionaries, of course, but not really what we need. Let me check my shipyard here. All right, this is where the wharf wants to go. I guess. I'm going to lose 2 happiness, 3 happiness. Okay, I get it. Yeah, let's go here. Let's put our wharf with it. That's effective for now. Guild hall, let's plug that in. And then I'm going to do a pavilion over here. We're just going to focus on culture now. All right, looks good. And then we'll probably do some medieval walls. All right, as for adjacency, I could probably do a mott, I guess. Pretty good. This one's not too bad either. What do I want? 3 extra science. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Finish up the mott. That's pretty good. Okay, we could increase our production with this. Oh, Notre Dame, right? We do need to build that. Yikes. Huh. Yeah. Let's go here. I'll do that one. Okay, and then I'll take a 5 production. Holy cow. All right, so... the thing all the way out there. I could probably get a settle out here. How many turns is this going to take? 9, 6. Yeah, you know what? Get me out here and see what's going on. Might be able to kind of contest this a bit. Yeah, it looks like I might be able to. All right, we're going to bring you up here first. Why did you just not go in the water? Why are you going a long way around? No, cancel whatever you're doing. I apparently have to walk you hand in hand, which is ridiculous. All right, so 150 happiness, 150, take the gold. Get into Winchester. Get me a missionary. I want to spread some religion. Speaking of religion spreading, let's go back to our places and get rid of some religion, because it's garbage. Any religion that's not my religion is garbage, okay? That's just how that works. Tusa, maybe... what else we got? Patavium's down, Nabo Mardius. That's annoying. Oh, I could put the Mott and Bailey in here, I forgot. That actually would be pretty handy. Give me another wall. This actually equals gold for me. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's what fort towns do. It's actually pretty helpful. All right, wow, this is a decent island with a lot of fur in it, which is really good because fur's next age is great. Hatshepsut got 30 fortifications. We need to grab that as well. Borobudur, Constitution. We are getting closer to the, there we go. All right, Gades. I need to do something with Gades. Give me a wall. Yeah, first off, yeah, let me do that. Competing Wonder, that's not good. Might get it, might not. At this stage in the game, everyone's doing roughly the same production, if not better. So, we gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep what we got. Yeah, I'm gonna keep what we got. Alright, so moving on. We're in another celebration. Okay. Yeah, I go over here. I got a million horses. I'm running out of horses, man. Alright, let's get Ostia going. Oh, hey, we made it. Great, great, great stuff. Oh, wow, this is really great stuff. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going that way. Alright, let's get that. Alright, no, literally, get in here. You're being dumb. And I gotta figure out why. Okay, well, we're going for that, I guess. Ooh, looking good. Looking good. All right, we'll acquire that. So, Notre Dame, yes or no? Well, that was Nan Madal. And no luck there. Didn't even tell me who built Notre Dame. That's an annoyance. What the heck, man? At least tell me who built the darn thing. That way I can, you know, send complaints, you know? Just a minor one. Nothing crazy, you know? We wouldn't want to ruin anybody's day. Just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Alright, let's get our religion spread. Alright, let's go over here. Again, just... oh, good grief. Yeah, I'm going to need one of these guys. I probably should build some of this. Moving on, I'm getting an army commander. Good grief, I need one. Just to make things easier on myself. Alright, there's Hastings. Let's go ahead and get crabs. Let's build out a fishing quay. I'm actually going to go here in case I want to build something. Harbor, ba-bam. Good old whammy right there. You have a little bit of, like, production options, so maybe I'm just going to leave this be for now. Anyway, we got Hastings. As for you, get me a missionary. Let's spread some religion over here. Okay, you should just already have the crabs inserted, which you do. Speaking of which, take this out. Puteoli, you can have this instead. Same for Nabo Mardius. There you go. Roma, yeah, we don't need this incense anymore, okay? Like, we don't need that. Good grief. Look at all this production. 115, 117, 121. That is crazy. Crazy good numbers. Alright, so why can't you get... oh, you are in it. It's the cliff. Okay, so wait, I can get in the water, but I can't... so you're telling me that's the fastest way? I think you're lying. I think you're lying to me, game. 100%. I think you're capping. But wait, what? Okay. Alright, probably because the missionary's special. Right, wrap around. Let's just take the science. Alright, let's snag this bad boy. 80 food. I'm just going to take 100 gold. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's move on. Head down so I can see what's going on. Okay, we got some great stuff over here. We're definitely going to come down here. Yep, head towards this. Yeah, I see a settle location we can work with. I don't know if it'd be a city, but we can definitely make something work here. Alright, now we're going to grow again. We could just grab these. I think we just grab some productions, honestly, at this point. Yep, just get that kind of rolling. Oh, 4. There we go. Yeah, let's get a little more gold. Alright, is there anything worth building? Again, we could do the shipyard and wharf, get some production and food. I'm going to build walls, though. I feel like I should be building walls right now. Oh, we can get some more stuff. Well, let's throw in some happiness, and this is Ostia. Give me some... Yeah, there we go. A little bit of pitch. Extra food. Or, I mean, gold. Oh, you know what? I should change Akhenaten. Ooh, let me snag that. Gold. Oh, 7 turns, though. Oh. Okay, yeah, you're making treasure fleets. It's gonna take too long. Alright, keep stepping. Alright, keep stepping. Let's acquire this. Culture. Sure. Apparently I can get through here. We'll skip and then get back through the next turn. Alright. I wish I could auto-explore these guys, but it's not a big deal. You need to run away from that. I'm glad you revealed some type of map. This is all over the place. I love how big this is versus how small the other area is. So I do like how that's kind of fair. Alright. I don't think I'm going to change any policies. I'm now getting annoyed with that. Okay, let's go with, yeah, the crabs. Secure the crabs. And heraldry gets me a relic. I don't care about that. Get me innovations. Yeah, innovations would be pretty good. That's 10. This is 5. I got to research them, of course. So yeah, let's start with this one. Those are projects, by the way. All right, we got banks and hospitals. And we got shipyards. This is ruin. I think we can find a good bank adjacency. Okay, so I was wrong. Mainly because we kind of took all this out, unfortunately. But still, getting 18 gold is not... Actually, why does it say 18 when it says my base is 8? Where's the other 10 coming from? That I don't know. That I don't know. These numbers throw me off sometimes. I'm a layman. Alright, I don't understand what's going on. What I do understand is more walls. Oh, that's a happiness. Yeah, we're going to do that because of the science, so let's get that down. Let me buy some people here. I'm going to get some merchants that I can work with. That'd be a very good idea. I do need to spread production, or not production, just talk to people. Sawmill, we'll put that in there. Granary. I don't know how I feel about granary. Oh, I can get an armory. That's nice. Or the armorer, I should say. Alright, this is all good. Oh, I have crabs in all of my places. That's awesome. Go into ruin. Okay, so you're one of those. Gotcha. Alright, missionary needs to go to Hastings. Get that taken care of. Okay, you're just not going to move, are you? Get out of the way, dude. Alright, you can auto-explore now. Let's get out of here. Let's just kind of explore this. Yeah, I want to get down here and settle this up while we can. I'll set you back up to auto. That should work. Quit converting my stuff. Good grief. I'll never enjoy religion like I did in 6. That's just a given. Hey, we got a guy. Congratulations. Half you are coming in here. I'm just not dealing with this anymore. Good grief. That was the whole reason I made him. Yes, that's why he exists. We do have a bank. There it is. That's what I like to see. And we'll put a hospital with it, of course. That was the whole point. We do have one adjacency for these we're going to make use of. We'll just do that later. For now, yeah, let's finish up our... Oh, we got a 5 and a 4. Let's go with the 5. We actually want to be a little careful with our specialists. They are going to be costing us a lot in modern. Okay, Roma has more resource slots. Let's take some food and... Oh, right, the wharf got built. That's why. Okay, I want to trade with Tasali. No, I don't. No, I don't want to trade with Tasali. Oh, well, it's the only one. All right, as for you, if I could get to Nagoya, that would be pretty good. It's going to take forever, though. All right, yeah, let's get Ruin following the correct religion, the only religion, my religion. That's right. All right, you're coming in clutch. I'm going to come in here and actually buy another guy if we could. We'll kind of pinch this location because luckily we have spots to do that. Okay, no, really. Like... I have nowhere to go. She won't move her rear. Yeah, we all know what I want to say. Get steppin', lady. I love how Tubman, no matter what game I play, oh boy, do I hate her. And she is a nuisance forever. Oh, hey, you finally moved, you lazy bum. About dang, if you step right back, I will almost throw away this whole game for violence. Almost. We all know I won't. I can control myself, but still. Alright, next up is... Oh, we're at 0 turns. I love that. Get me that then, because we stole a whole bunch of science. Haha, that's right, baby. That's right. And we're going to steal some more, because I'm a thief. I'm a thief. I'm here to take everything. Alright, still nothing yet. I don't even feel like getting a temple, so we're just going to let you do your thing. Alright, I need you to get in the water, please. You can get in the water, too. What are you doing? Yes, fixing the problem. Alright, so let's get up here, kind of see what's going on. If we could explore a little more, that would be great. Yeah, let's go here. Try to get enough relics to make this magic happen. Alright, so here's another thing where I think the AI actually does the right thing. Not the harbor, but the lighthouse. That's 4 gold. Right there, that's permanent, so that is pretty nice. So you do lose the adjacency, but you gain other things out of it, so... Where are you going, Xerxes? Where are you going, my friend? I'm very curious where you're thinking of heading. I'm gonna watch him. Yeah, where are you going, Xerxes? Which way are you headed on this grand adventure? Up there, okay. So, sure. See you later, man. See ya. Like 2 ships passing in the breeze. 3 different religions. Oh, right, the crisis. Oh, we're in a crisis. Dogma. Dogma. Every time, dogma. I hate the other one. I hate that one. Alright, I'm gonna get a moppy. I hate the other one. It ticks me off. Let's get some innovation. Oh, actually, let me get metal casting. That'll be faster. So, where are we at? Cool. Oh, I need some company posts. I'm going to buy those. Let's buy some company posts real quick, okay? So, they have to be separated. So, what's our biggest number? This is 1, 2, 3. This gets us 1, 2. This gets us 1, 2. Yeah, so it looks like this is our most viable option, or this one. Actually, if we do this one and we get this is... Okay, so this is the best way to do it. So we do that there, and we go here, and then we go here. And then if we put the thing down here, we can get another company post. So, yep, that's the way to do it. Yay, I figured out the game. Hooray! Alright, back to production. Could do more walls, I will, because that's a big boost of adjacency right there. Okay, so we get two charges... And we get -8 if they do not follow my religion. So, we gotta make sure everybody follows my religion, which means Batavium is, oh man, hating me right now. Get a missionary, please. Let's acquire that. Let's fix that. Alright, so we gotta see what's going on here. Alright, looks like that settle is the viable option. Okay, what is with this giant island? Just Antarctica? Okay. Go, 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 run! Run like the wind. Run like your life depends on it, because it does. I need one more relic, are you kidding me? Alright, well, we'll try to acquire that. Yeah, we're going heavy in the culture, let me tell you. That's the way to go. Now, one thing you do want to look at for dedications, by the way, don't be beholden to the color. Just because it's purple doesn't mean it's the best option. The only way we win a culture victory is through tourism. So, this is great, but it's not, you know, really winning us anything. This, at least, gets us closer. This gets us closer. This... can, depending. So yeah, they're good. These two are actually pretty good. But moving on, like, we gotta kind of check our stuff here. This, we're not really going for most of this. Again, oh, I'm at 3 of 6 on that. I might be able to actually get that. GDP, that's not happening. Trade routes, probably not. I'm not fighting. I'm not founding on my own continent. That's pretty hard to do. Yeah, I'm not fighting anybody. Fortifications. See, here's a fine example. This is in the military. But if I grab this, I get 2 tourism from all fortifications. That's a big deal. That's a lot of tourism next stage. You know, to really kind of catapult us ahead. Academics. I wouldn't mind having academics. This we don't really need. But see, look, science. If you want to get a gold victory, you wouldn't mind have this. This is pretty good. 3 different religions in my settlement. I could eat that. I don't care less. Nobody better declare war on me. I'm going to have a moment. Flail of God. Okay, sure. Oh, this never happened. This... Well, I was doing it. If I can convert more settlements, I get 36 tourism. That would be great. That is a one-time boost of 36 tourism. Maybe we can acquire that, huh? All right, let's shoot across here. Beautiful. Where are we at? Yes, let's trade. We can be the Mughal. Great. I don't really care for any of that, but I am trading with him now, which is nice. I do need more missionaries. More cowbell. Let's get you going. Harbo Martius, get me a 1 in here. I'm doing pretty poor on my religion, I must say. Oh, actually, I'm doing great. But I wish I was doing better. I just don't really care for how this is. Improve relationship. I could care less. I don't even know who they are. Where are they? They don't exist to me. Oh, look, the heliocentric model. Good for them. Have 3 rulage. Great. Great. I'm proud of them. I'm happy that they get to have that time. All right, let's move on. The Torres del Paine acquisition sounds great, but this 232 is looking pretty good, so we'll acquire that. I received 0 culture. Really? Really? She has nothing? That's impressive. I'm surprised she has nothing. All right, so that's a 12 and that. Oh my, whoa. No way. I wonder if this happiness stays. I think I'll lose that adjacency though. That is nuts. That is nuts. That's insane. All right, we're going to go here, and I'll put the wharf there too. All right, I'm leaving that open because I can put a port there. Oh, but the production thing wouldn't work, would it? That's fair. All right, I don't really care about the government right now. Go here. Fix everything. We're up to 6 charges on this. I'm going to go to Hattusa here. Kind of bother her. All right, Batavium, you need to get your act together. All right, yeah, I'm going to go here and settle. I really don't care. Oh, oops. Oh, that's one way to do it, I guess. All right, we're almost there. All right, let's explore this. Oh, yeah, see, look, here's another fine example. She has an observatory and a university here, but it has a 1 adjacency. There's no other adjacency to this. They just put buildings down. They just building spam, but they're allowed to building spam because their numbers are so high. Yeah, be glad they don't play adjacencies. That's your way of contesting. Goodness, this is a big island. Holy cow, I wish I'd found this sooner, especially for Mount Fuji. Hey, look at that. Maybe I should get a pirate. Should I acquire a pirate ship? I think I shall. Privateer it is. Moving on. I'm gonna grab that, I guess. Innovation, and then innovation. Yep. And then we'll just future tech it. We're probably way behind on innovation. In fact, let's take a look on the winning. Wow, we are way behind. We're not getting that. I'm just grabbing a few to kind of up it. Culture's the way to go. That's our win. We're actually okay economically, surprisingly. We pulled back ahead militarily just from our settling. Right, there's Narbo Martius. I'm just done. I'm finished. Finite. All right, come on, baby. Let's go. Maybe I will do the short ages now that I'm kind of more familiar with the game. I don't know. I kind of like the long ages because you get more room to do everything. But yeah, who knows? You know, this does kind of force me to focus more on my gameplay. That is fair. But at the same time, I also just like, you know, just lumbering around. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We can still settle this. I'm just going to pop her down. There's Nepal. The Nepalese. Would it be Nepalese? I don't know. There's Japan for tea. There's this. Do I want the pitch? Yeah, might as well get the pitch. Why not? We're rolling up on the pitch. All right. Double, single. Okay, yep, I got it. Do a saw pit here, because I don't care about that brickyard. Sawmill here. All right. Oh, so this is actually a triple. All right, well, I don't have enough, but a temple there would be pretty good. All right, fantastic. Hey, you took crabs. Great. Oh, no, you took pitch. Get that out of there. Everybody's getting crabs, okay? Everybody's getting crabs. Goodness. Ate up, man. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. All right. Moving on. Oh, yep, let's get our last relic. Yay! I thought I got that last time and didn't, and that annoyed me. All right, so let's try to maintain specialists a little bit. All right, she's production. Roma. Yep, let's put our bank here. That's a double hospital with it. That's really about it. After that, I mean, oh, right. We'll just go ahead and do those in Roma. All right. Let's secure our culture buildings. Yeah, let's get our singles out here. Put those in. And then we'll probably just build more walls, honestly. Yep, that's kind of my thought. Where? What? Okay. All right. These? No, it's my religion. All right. Mine. It belongs to me. Leave my cities alone. All right, there's Hattusa. I think that's another area, right? I'm trying to get the tourism up. That is 12, so I need to do 13 more people. All right, so you want me to go here. 1, 2, 3. I'd probably go for it. I really don't care anymore. Hey, pirate. 2 turns. Oh, she got Karak waiting for me. She going to stop me. All right, there's some GDP. We're getting closer. I want to try to settle fresh if I could. Oh, well, hey, that's nice. I'll take the culture. We're going to be pushing ahead really hard on them with a few things. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I don't really care. Oh, no. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. At this stage. Whatever. All right, good. We got Batavium back. We have a trade route. I don't think we have anything good. That's whatever. I mean, I just wanted to trade with people. Oh, well, that did make her Catholic. Okay, well, that's good, too. I will take the science. I'm trying to push through the shipbuilding tech for 2. Right, innovations. Which I really don't need, do I? Probably better off doing future tech, aren't I? Or trying to get it, at least. I'm going to fill this in just to kind of even out the cost, because happiness on specialists in the modern age is ridiculous. Alright, Gades. I mean, you're connected to towns. That's great. That's not really anything else going for me here. I'm just going to take some food, just kind of acquire all of Hastings here. Let's plug this in. We got Russia, tundra settlements, go us. I'm going to go ahead and buy a saw pit and a sawmill just to help with this, because I already know we're going to go boom, boom, boom. That's all the treasure. Even if we don't get the treasure wins, I don't care. All right, there's dives. Does that count? I think it should, right? It does count. Okay, so it doesn't matter what settlement. I didn't think it did, just wanted to make sure. All right, let's get our last one, and then we're going to hit future tech. That's going to be the goal. I don't really think our innovation... Right, more of these guys. Oh my gosh. I'm getting tired of these guys. I'm getting tired of them. No one's going to invade me just because of the amount of people I have, which, honestly, that is kind of nice. All right, get in here. Convert him. Hagmatana's gone. Parsa's gone. Can you get to Karakorum? Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Karakorum. All right, so we're 75% of the way through here. We're almost done. Oh, good island there as well. Pop you up here, huh? There we go, Winchester. All right, so we could do a... Okay, actually, I do like that. We could settle this, and then 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could do this, come over, and then do another settle, honestly. I mean, we have the room for it. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm here for the gold. I'm just here for the gold. So, yeah, let's do that. All right, +2 tourism from all fortifications. Next stage. And Hexacontracones, baby. So, I want gold and gold... And I'm going to actually crush this. Get me, yep, a brickyard. Acquire that. Get me a stone cutter. And I'm going to need you to grow a little bit, but that's fine. Yep, let's get out here. Okay, what is this? Napoleon's, I think that is a special settler they have as well. You go auto-explore. I really don't care. Oh, that's a nice island. All right, moving on. The gold stays. That's why I was mainly going for it. Okay, I am worried about Tubman, though. That is worrying for her not to like me with that. Okay, we're down to Crushing Victory. I don't think we're any closer, but we have Crushing Victory unlocked. Yeah, I'm not that high. I'm not that high. Not gonna happen. I wish. Alright, Crisis continues. I've gotten a militaristic point. I'm gonna need that for sure, so let's acquire it. Let's get our last one here. I like having my traditions just in case. That's just me. Oh, hey, that's dangerous. That is really dangerous. Get me a crossbowman. That should do it. Yeah. Actually, just in case, let me get a fishing key. Yeah, right there, and a harbor. Now I can get boats if I need to, which I probably will. That's a little dangerous. All right, let's continue. Crisis. Gold, not following. -4, happiness in distant lands. 50 towards, convert, -4, and homeland settlements. My homelands can take the 4 happiness hit. Move you in. Man, I am being pushed real slow, which is annoying. Just get out here, I guess. Go ahead and go for that. I think that'll count as a settlement, maybe. Okay, yeah, they're protecting that thing hard. All right, moving on. I don't think... Can I get another unit? No, okay. Oh, wow, this is a pretty big area. Oh, they do have arquebusiers. Arquebusiers. That's pretty dangerous. Alright. I'm trying to think what all I need as we roll down here. Because I would like that tourism. Oh, here we go. Yeah, get me this guy. There we go. I'm trying to find areas to spread religion quickly. As for you, we're going to go through here. Alright. Dives is going to take a hit here for sure. Yep. I knew that would happen. We should have enough for a boat. Alright, there's our 10 turns. That was fast. Get me a boat for the protection. And then, there we go. That should make that pikeman feel threatened. Let's go ahead and go for this 5 here. Oh, sure. Man, he's just on that. I'm gonna, like, get rid of that, by the way. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. If I can turn that off, I will. That's White Tower. Oh, yeah, we just need to do future civics at this point. That's all we really care about. Everything else is kind of done. This is being done somewhere else, so just get me walls, mainly for the production and happiness and everything else. Settlement under threat, yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry about it. Give me production, even though we really don't need it. And, oh, hey, it takes some extra gold. That never hurts. Okay, we're fine with what we have. All right, that's more gold. Oh, wait, so we're at the 10... Okay, we'll finish these. We're good, we're good. Solid. I need you to go into, to Genu. There's Ko over there. Can I finally get in here? Man, could you quit nickel and diming me on my movement, man? It's ridiculous. I'm just trying to see and spread this religion. Like, come on. All right, there we go. There's the camp. Beautiful. Oh, hey, now we can get car quorum going. I think this already counted, so it probably won't count again. Oh, well. I really wish... just a side note. I really wish I could get another city. If you watch one of my first Confucius runs, I think it's in the Road to Deity. If you ever want to go all the way back there, you don't have to. It's whatever. I did a run. I found, I believe, Uluru. And I was trying to build the best desert city. And I think I did get Uluru, Petra, and pyramids, I think. Or at least 2 out of those 3 combos. Either way, I would love to get a desert settle where I have some type of natural wonder to just really do a Petra, pyramids, just real big desert city. I really want to do that sometime. I hope I can get it. It'd just be so fun in my opinion. All right, I'm just going to acquire some of this lovely tiles over here. As for you, I think I might make you a resort town. Let me check the yields. Or the appeal. Very good appealing. Okay, yeah, we definitely want this to be a resort town. Very much so. All right, so we're going to grow this and try to make sure we're hitting these high appeal tiles. All right, so, yeah, Hatshepsut being mad again. I really don't care. Oh, there's an innovation. That's 3 turns. Future tech will not happen. Yeah, that's not happening. So, it is what it is. All right, let's finish up these walls. Also, I'm finishing up the walls for safety purposes. All right, there's this. Are we any closer to the ability? 36 tourism. I'm almost there. Just under 10. I think I need to go here. See if that brought it back down. That is 18. Okay, yep, we're almost there. Good. So they just care about the conversion, not what was converted. All right, so ship, attack, attack. Beautiful. That's a good protection. I got some stuff over here. Nagulu Mapu, that's nice. I would love another settle. Yeah, I'm going to try to really secure our settles right now, which might hurt us, might not. I mean, it's always good to have more area to work with. All right, there's Tidore. That should bring us up to 19. I want to see if that one counts. It does. Okay, so city-states do count, which I thought they did. We're running away from that. I don't even want to bother with that. Don't even want to bother. Okay, so there's T up here. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Dives shouldn't be getting tortured like this. Guys, come on. You don't need to be acting like this. It's not like you're, That is funny. I gave up on that and he went for it. That's hilarious. Oh, hey. No. 3,333 influence? What the? Well... hey Xerxes, I should have done this with you sooner. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of influence for, the next age, that's for sure. Good grief. Alright, yeah, we're gonna build walls up. That's what we're doing. Walls everywhere. Yep, I just want walls, walls, and walls. Bank and hospital, I can put it down for the gold. The base gold is nice. Oh, hey, look, we got people that need things. Like that. And I'm not even going to bother with the other one because we're right at the end. I could put a temple in. It's not really needed. So, brickyard and stonecutter. I do have the 1. That's about it, really. So it's... I mean, it is an inch of production we could use. Oh, hey, Hatshepsut's got a settler out here. I don't like that. Hopefully they attack it. Attack her stuff, not me. Alright, you need to get out of here. I am not moving. You deal with her, okay? Oh, that's considered... Okay, wow, 12. Oh, actually, this would be... Yeah, there we go. All right, so we need to spread religion to Chigenu. My places are still religious for now. Can I get us some Mappa here? Let's try to do that. We got Karakorum. Oh, we can hit Parsa up. Yeah, let's hit Parsa up. I get them following us, huh? Let's go around here. He did a great job on this, in my opinion. He could have done one of these settles, though, and that would have been real good, but, I mean... Really, bravo. Bravo. Become a suzerain of an independent power in distant lands. It's not really reason to do that. Yes. That's the settle I definitely want. That's going to be perfect, because we want all this stuff we can grab. Manchester, Nylon, Devore. Yeah, go to Devore. All right, beautiful. I really don't know where anybody's going or doing. We're done. We've accomplished the goal. We've accomplished the mission. We're 4 settles under, which is crazy, though. Oh, man. I'm showing my colors, guys. You're seeing how terrible I am at the game. That's an unfortunate reality. All right. Hey, no. We're building walls here. We're having a grand old time. Don't ruin the moment. All right, yeah, let's keep getting walls. I do kind of want a bank, though. Yeah, I'm just going to buy this bank. I don't know why it's up to 20. And then it says 8 gold. Why did you... Don't lie to me. Quit lying to me. I can handle the truth, I promise. I believe I can. Okay, so I need this one, right? You can go down here. That's kind of pretty much it. We can run away. Takume, I would love to befriend, but not really a point. I could probably buy more settles. I really just have not bought enough stuff. You know, I feel like I don't have enough things. All right, there's 2 more innovation. Let's look at how abysmally behind we are. 17 to their 56. That's crazy. All right, we're really going to have to push our culture hard. All right. Oh, hey, there we go. That's why I needed the gold. You're not getting anywhere, but sure. I like the gumption, kid. All right, I'm going to just hit this so we can not be in here anymore. All right, and we're going to keep grabbing walls. All the walls we can. There we go. All right. Devore, I mean, I've really got everything I need here. I could do a company post, I guess. Actually, I will. Yeah, let's get that put in. That's gold I can work with. All right. See you later. All right, off to the races we go. That's 8 turns, and that is 6 turns. Off you go. All right, let's hit up Co real fast. All right, there's Parsa. I'm just trying to get this tourism. It's not much, but it is a number I can feel happy about. All right. I would love more walls. Temple would be pretty handy. That is a +3. I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh, I see she's moving around down here, kind of hurting my settlement options. Can I buy a settler, actually? I can. Let's get one. Because they put down walls. So that's really nice to have. Okay, 150 excess happiness. That's great. Okay, there's a guy right here. I just don't see him. All right. That doesn't work. That's fine. Narrative choice. Crisis continues, as it does. All right, let's get our full up walls here. Yep, just finish them up. Because each of these is 2 tourism next stage. I want more more missionary power and... Really? See, why hurt me for doing a good job? I did good job. Why you blame me? All right. I don't know if I want to go there or not, but she's probably going to settle down there, so we might as well find a location worth sitting at. All right. There we go. Devore. Oh, yep. That happened. Let's acquire more of this. All right. And repair all. Hey, it's fixed. Yeah, you're not mad. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be just fine. All right, we can beat Mexico if we want. Ooh, I slightly messed that up. Just a little bit. I definitely want a brickyard. Okay. And a stone cutter. Dang it, game. Thanks so much for that. Yes, I actually am upset about that misclick. Dang it. All right, there we go. We definitely want the whales, by the way. I hate that. All right, whatever. Is what it is. Whale, you know what? I'm just gonna let him have it. You get to enjoy this for a turn, okay? Go away. Don't hurt me. All right, there's Co. Really, how close are we? We should be like 1 or 2 left, right? 4 more. Oh, Gades. Oh, we can get Gades. All right, that's 1. No! Stop doing this to me. No one cares about your Protestantism, all right? Get it out of here. It's garbage, all right? My religion's the only one. Oh, Bakia, cool, kid. Yeah, I'm getting gypped on that. All right, next, probably, well, let me check to see how the tourism looks on this one. Okay, we have a lot of good tiles. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to go there. So mainly, okay, I'm trying to see how the happiness equates on a appeal tile. So it looks like a double has more appeal to it, so that's good to know. Liberation, gold and influence on our relics. We'll just take culture and happiness. Might as well just keep grabbing relics. As for this, let's get culture and gold in our cities. And let's finish up these walls, because we might as well. Oh, there's more walls. I can go this way. Oops. All right, let's fill that one in. Of course. Trade opportunity. I'm not getting out there. Made it to here. That's great. I could buy some people. All right, there we go. There's some Mappa. Okay, let's go out here. Let's do one of these, I guess. All right, you need to go to Gisors. That's going to hurt us. All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and head out towards this. I don't care about the jade, but just having the area is what we need. All right, so we got that religion. Let's go this way and this way. Okay, not too worried about this. We'll be just fine. Yep, nothing to worry about there. Co is good. Gades would take 3 turns. It would take 4 turns to get there. Okay, so we're going to do the 3 here. Who got converted? Someone got converted, and I don't like it. Oh, Ostia. I might be able to get a missionary to Akhenaten. Okay, we're good over here. Gades is just nothing. These... Oh, okay, yep. We need to buy this one. Let's get that fixed. Yeah, I'm going to put down some company posts. I actually do like that plan. Right, I can only get 1. All right, that's fine. Moving on. Not a big deal. All right. Hey, how about you step off? And Dives just keeps getting attacked. People are so greedy and evil. Why would they ever hurt me like this? Oh, I'm going down here for sure. That's a 6 adjacency. Why would I not be using that? All right, I'm going to take all these tiles. All right. Cool. I don't really care. All right, yeah, we need to get a few more of these walls up. Oh, we finished all our walls in ruin. I don't really see a point in building anything unless there's a use. Apparently a hospital has an adjacent... All right, well, I could. Might as well build it in 3 turns. Something to do. Again, great. All right, you go that way. And you go this way. No, this guy. All right, off you go. All right, that would take 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 turns. I was about to say, I'm like 7 turns. That number looked a little off. All right, there's Boex. All right, you get out of here. You get out of here. I could fix this. I will. And get me a temple, too, because I already know you're going to be like that. I already know he's going to be like that. Oh, hey, a company post. I will take that. I'll go ahead and put that in. All right, what we got down here? Ah, Dungaria. All right, there's some Mappa. None of these will matter, so off you go. We'll just finish that off. I just want you to be done. Okay. All right, Gasor, Devore. Could I get to Samarkand? Just maybe. All right, we could do that one. That'll be another one. Try to get this tourism. All right, so I have to step up here because she took that, so she's going to settle there. I know it. If she doesn't, I'll be impressed. Okay. That's actually interesting. All right, Future Civic. Good. So you recommend this. I'm actually going to move now. We have time to figure things out. All right, we're at 89 happiness. I hope we stay happy next stage. I'm going to take a gamble. Don't go for it. All right, let's go here. And, oh, we have a militaristic attribute point. Well, let's go with ignoring that. I doubt we're taking anything, but hey. You never know. We'll just hit this. There's no point in checking the other stuff. Okay, walls. Let's continue on with walls. I love walls. They're the best thing ever. Gosh, it's going to be a ton of tourism next stage. It's ridiculous. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Is this... That's my saw pit. I need to go here. No, I need you to go here. There we go. Yay! Hooray! It's the Green Berets. There we go. Oh, hey. You need to get out of here. Yep, see you later, bud. All right. Whoa. All right, there's Gades. Oh no, whatever will we do? Good thing we can fix it all. Oh yeah, give me a company post, why not? More stuff I can use. Alright, you're not doing it, but sure. So there's that. Keep exploring. Okay, sure. Let's get Samarkand. Yes! We got 36 tourism. That's not winning the game. Oh, hey, we got Kingdom of Heaven, that's nice. But that is going to shoot us closer to our goal. So that is the whole point. We're level 8 of Charlemagne, that's even better. Yay! More points, more levels, more stuff. Looking good. Looking great. All right. And hey, another one just to add to the pile. Beautiful. Yep, I like what we got. Oh, I didn't get that. Really? I didn't get the 75 yield thing? All right, hold up here. I mean, I'm not complaining. On the revolutions of the celestial spheres. Oh, yeah, we can do academics, which we probably will do. I'm going to take some of this. Just kind of eat up some tiles. As for this... oh, yeah, we'll just come out here. Just kind of grow this out some more. I got... Ooh, scientific. Buildings, quarters. Science on quarters would be good. Let's do buildings. I want to get through buildings faster. It's going to be very important for us, especially next stage. There is still walls to build. Well, let's build as many walls as we can. That's what's important right now is walls. Okay, we'll upgrade that one. Why not? Oh, hey, we got a ton more stuff. Oh my gosh, what do I do with all this crap? Yeah, go over there. You can go over here. What am I doing? What am I doing? So many units. Make it stop. Oh, good grief. All right, skip your turn. Shoot this guy. Shoot this guy. Cool. I'm a weirdo, and I'm going to go down one tile. Yep, sure. I'll put it in here. Welcome to Norwich. Yeah, watch this amazing BS. So I'm going to do this and this and that. Oh, I need a guy for this, huh? Oh, I'll buy a scout. I'll bite. Why not? All right, saw pit and sawmill, huh? Actually, I'm going to go this way because this has some stuff I can see. Saw pit, Sawmill. Yeah, I want to kind of own this. Actually, this is not a bad area. I could have been on a fishing key and stuff. We'll see, but let's leave Norwich alone. I know it already has something, so I don't even care. Even if it doesn't, I don't care. Can I get to Norwich? Probably not. Oh my goodness, what on earth? Hey, look at that. A migrant. Don't mind if I do. Let's get out here. We want to acquire this niter. Fix everything up too. Alrighty. Oh, hey, try to get Co back. Hey, there we go. Samarkand's done. Can I just get like a good, like, scout off before you all disappear? It's a shame your missionaries don't become anything, but hey, it makes sense why they don't. They're kind of a, you know, a here for a time unit, you know? They're here for a time. And then they're gone, disappearing into the abyss. Man, I'm still 2 under my limit. Hey, buddy. Wish you would stop doing that. I don't think you know what you're doing with that. Also, apparently my stuff's broke. Get that fixed. It shouldn't be broken. All right, there we go. Oh, Bay X has a ton of broken stuff. Let's fix that. Ooh, these brickyards and stone cutters are proving pretty helpful. Let's go here. I know that made it down to 2, but we're going to up it right back up. Narrative choice. That's great. We're ending the age, as we do. 151, definitely. I want that one. Oh, actually, that's it. We're at the end. We've reached it. We could stay the Normans, or we can be Prussia, or the French. He ruled medieval France, and he ruled part of the Prussian region. What sounds good? Well, we already know what we're in. Well, let's face it. We're in a culture win, so the French is like the way to go. This ability's pretty good. Unique quarter's great. Also, if we do another unique quarter, get the rail station, connect the rail. Oh, wait, no, it's the airplanes. We need aerodrome. Anyway, moving on. That's cool. The Jacobins are pretty nice. Then we got the special abilities. Constructing buildings grants culture equal to 25% of the cost, and we get 2 culture on happiness buildings and wonders. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Wonder if I put my 1 card in, if that would count. I know it doesn't, just saying. Infantry units gain the swift ability. That's good. We defeat a unit, we get culture. 2 happiness on military buildings and wonders. Oh, we can pair that. That would be dirty. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we're going to be the French. We're going to acquire that. We don't really need this anymore. Well, we could keep the great work on display for science. That does kind of help us out, but we definitely don't need the scientific attribute point anymore. As for what we're doing, that's a good question. I don't know what I'm doing. I ask myself that every day. Oh, we can get happiness per age on cavalry units stationed on a palace or city hall. We're doing that. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. In fact, let me get to this. Let me find another cavalry ability. We're doing that one too. I think it's saddle. If it's food, I don't want to. I think it's food. Something besides happiness, though the happiness is a yes. I mean, we have so many units. It's ridiculous. All right. Where's it at? No, none of these are calling me. Where's it at? Oh, food per age on cavalry units stationed on a palace or city hall. So we could get 3 food for cavalry units stationed on the palace or city hall. That's not really our big boost, so we're going to ignore that. Okay, yeah, we're ignoring the food. Is there anything we would want? Oh, -1 maintenance on cavalry units. That would be pretty helpful to save our money, I will admit. Is there anything else that we would want besides that? 2 gold per age for every leader you were unfriendly or hostile with. That's going to be all of them. They all kind of hate me right now. Culture on our military buildings is not a bad idea. Happiness per age on military buildings is also great. We actually get that right away. Yeah, I'm going to double down on the happiness. So we're going to do happiness on military and cavalry. That's going to be our goal. I think we're going to stay relatively happy, but I'm just not taking any chances. All right. Oh, hey, we got 1 guy at the end of the age there. That's great. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not even going to bother sending you out. Not even happening. Not even close. We got Norwich, which was impressive. So I'm happy with that. And we got this right at the end, too. Sure, that meant nothing to me. I should have just waited. All right, that's cool. Any other units? Sure, just do that. That's fine. A little more exploration at the end of the age never hurts. It's 1 less turn we have to do at the start of the next one. All right, beautiful. That's the age transition. Okay, well, fine. Someone's still got to do something, apparently. You know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. I appreciate that, too. And I appreciate that, too. Because that's money we can use next age. So, thank you. All right. Boom. That was exploration. That actually went relatively well, I must say. Not too shabby for a standard speed. If standard speed kind of goes its way, we might be going to that. You guys can let me know what you think of standard speed for the ages. It's okay. Or not standard speed, sorry. Standard age length. I don't want to confuse you guys on what's being said because we're on online speed. So let me know if you guys like that. If you prefer me to do the long age that's fine. I actually like that. But, I mean, if standard works, I might be going with that instead. It does show I have to work my way through a little more to get to things, but hey, you know, I'm always here to learn. Hopefully we can go for the victory here with, you know, finishing off on another cultural, because that's kind of what we're in now. We have to do culture at this point. There's no real way to kind of shimmy our way into another win condition. We're kind of locked in. So that is a blessing and a curse. We'll have to see how it pans out. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you in Modern. Until then, peace.